Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sideline Banter. I am your host, Cooper Oppose. Join with me, as always, my co-host, Weston Murphy. Weston, how you doing today on this fine Wednesday night? You guys are listening to it on a Thursday.
Or any other day after that, you know?
Hey, or any other day after that.
But I'm doing good. Thanks for that beautiful introduction. I'm excited. Talk a little football with the boys. We got the man Sam Coleman in the building. Our next guest, our second guest here on the show. And yeah, dude, former quarterback, knows what he's talking about football. A nasty slot receiver as well. Vikings fan, unfortunately. You see the drip. You peep the drip.
You know the drip.
And future NFL sports agent.
Hey, yo, low key.
We're in here.
Could be repping your favorite player here soon in the future. So
Could be repping either one of us. You know?
Yeah, favorite college player.
We got some eligibility left.
yeah, we're going back.
Yeah.
So
Glad to be here with the boys.
Well, glad to have you here, and we can't forget also producer behind the mic, behind the camera, Spencer Steinke. Say what's up to the people, huh?
How's it going?
Let the people see you. Come on now, people got to see you. We're all on camera here.
drip
You
check.
gotta see
He's got that Lotus on, that Warren.
Oh,
drip
there
check.
he is, baby.
Oh, okay,
Major
okay.
drip check.
We got to do a face reveal for you soon, huh?
Hey, I got the drip
Yeah,
on
maybe.
too. Peep it.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I got the J Jets on. You know how we
I just have a
rocking.
Nike shirt on that I got at Goodwill.
We got the terrible towel though.
Shout out James
And
McGee.
it's, the terrible towel is pretty terrible right now.
They're pretty terrible.
They're
but
pretty terrible.
Shout out James McGee.
They're pretty
Dog.
terrible. But before we jump into it,
Shout out Taco Bell. Lip Moss.
sponsor?
BP5
@ Sideline Banter. Hit us with the follow on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe button, follow. Hit us up whenever you want, you know. We're looking for more people to come on the pod. We got another big guest coming on next week. Former athlete as well, Kyler Burke. You guys will get to see him next week, hear him next week. We're very excited. But let's think about this week, huh? Let's jump into this week. What are the people wanting to hear, Weston, on this week's Sweeping the Socials?
It was definitely a wild week of football. I think we can all agree. We had some upsets, some crazy wins. Some other teams kept it rolling when we didn't think they were going to. We didn't get that many questions today on the Instagram, but we're going to run through all of them and also hit the Twitter and just get it cracking, little soft open to the rest of our episode here. So
I just want to run.
we'll start with our ignorant roommate who just asked a question. I mean, he's really just – he won't go down with the Chargers train. No matter what, he's just going to keep fighting. So we have
It's a tough fight.
I respect it.
it's definitely a tough fight, but he's holding on to any dear hope for the rest of the season. You got to respect it. But
He's one of 4 Chargers fans that I personally know, so I respect the guy.
probably
I respect it.
yeah, one of 4 that you know and probably one of 50 in the entire world.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But he thinks
For sure.
he's got a little two-parter. Should Sean Payton go to the Chargers, and would he make an immediate impact? And that's based off of the news that came out this weekend. What was it specifically?
Peyton was in attendance at the Chargers game, and an NFL exec also came out and said that Peyton would love a head coaching job with Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Who wouldn't?
Peyton's got a big history though.
Hey,
Oh, he's got the
Cheating
resume.
scandals.
He's got the resume.
A couple cheating scandals in
my
there as well.
only concern with Peyton is he was with one team for a long time, which isn't a bad thing, but he was surrounded by a lot of talent for a long time. So,
Well, the Chargers have a lot of
and
talent.
that's what I'm saying. The Chargers definitely have a lot of talent, but like
I would argue
I
way
think
more than
sometimes-
that Saints team back in the day.
sometimes like
Now they had Drew Brees.
that Saints team was nice, bro. What do you mean?
I'll take Herbert over Drew Brees.
You can kind of look at it the same as the Packers with Rodgers and
Prime Breeze over Herbert.
I mean, once Herbert gets into his prime.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
taking Herbert over Brees.
I don't know.
well, I think
I'm
it's
taking
kind of the
Breeze.
same scenario as the Packers with Rodgers and McCarthy for so long. They won one
That's
Super
exactly
Bowl.
what I was gonna say.
You know, you had one of the best, arguably a top 5 quarterback ever.
Yeah,
You know, and
statistically for sure.
same with Peyton. He had Drew that long, and they got one ring out of it. So
Yeah, Big Ben's pretty good. Oh, you guys were talking about Rodgers, huh? My bad, sorry.
No, he's talking about Peyton.
no, I think for the Chargers, I don't know.
or Brees.
I think you can look at Staley as being one of the main problems in the Chargers right now. You know,
He
you
is
look at
their
their
biggest problem.
He is.
I
You
think.
look at their
But
last.
they're
2
injured
wins.
as fuck. You guys got to give them a little.
Staley
bit
before
there.
that, even
And they have no
last
depth.
year,
I mean, that's the problem. They have no depth. Who's he throwing to right now? With Keenan out almost he's been out the whole
Mike
year.
Williams has an
Mike
ankle
Williams
sprain, I
out
think.
6 weeks. A high
Jalen
ankle
Guyton,
sprain.
their best deep threat. out a whole year.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, who is he throwing to other than
Palmer.
Palmer just got injured too.
Yeah. So I mean,
who's that? Who's the return guy? He's been kind of playing a lot. Number 1.
DeAndre Carter.
That's right.
but I
He's
mean,
their best
still,
receiver,
like,
and he's literally a
Damn.
5. So like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
and if you look at their, I mean, they're hanging on,
feel
right?
they
Like
have
you could
somebody.
argue that they could be sitting at 2-5. I mean, you look at their game against the Browns, go for it on 4th and 3. Like we said with the analytics, all these coaches are
I
getting
hate
into
that
the
so
analytic
much.
thing.
I hate that shit.
Horrible call.
I hate that.
Should have cost them the game.
Yeah.
Saved by a missed field
I'm
goal.
glad it didn't. Though.
You look at their last game against the Broncos, muff punt in overtime. You know,
Yeah, they've gotten bailed out twice.
They didn't do anything against the Broncos, so you could argue that they could be sitting at 2-5 instead of 4 and 3. Honestly,
And that's the crazy part too, is because like a lot of people are. I mean, now like at this point, like they keep underperforming, so the blame has already been placed on Staley. It's already been placed on the injuries, and now people are just like reluctantly putting the blame on Herbert. But Herbert is honestly having one of his better seasons. Like,
he is. I'd
just-
say he's slowed down a little bit these past couple.
but that's
weeks. That's the depth.
I think it's the depth
Yeah.
at receiver. He can't. He is best when he's able to go deep and
Yep.
show off his arm, and that's what people have become accustomed to seeing is him just go deep. And he's got nobody to throw to right now. His best deep threat's gone, so it's honestly making those longer routes where Mike Williams would come in clutch, or Keenan Allen on those comeback routes or long dig routes to get the 3rd and 10 type of situation. We're not seeing that as much because teams know what they're getting at wide receiver, so they can just drop into coverage and play underneath, and we're seeing Herbert check down, which obviously is making him very efficient, but they're just not putting up points like they used to at the rate at all.
If you have no Keenan, you just double Mike. And
Exactly.
then what do you do after that, right? So it's
No
just
Mike.
Mike, and now
And when you're
But even
doubling
when you
anyone, you need that deep threat.
Exactly.
And they don't have it.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just changes the whole. No Keenan. Now you only have to worry about Mike because there's no depth on that team. So they're not worrying about Palmer or DeAndre Carter.
I'm trying to
They're
pull
just-
up their roster right
No,
now.
you look
They'll
at-
let them eat underneath.
And look at the
Yeah.
Broncos game. They shut Mike down. He had 2 catches, 14 yards.
Yeah.
They did nothing on offense.
Neither team did anything.
Neither team.
But,
That was a just kicking game.
but it did shut them down at that point when they were able to handle Mike, and Eckler. I'm pretty sure didn't have a good game that game either. So it kind of just their whole offense was sputtering the whole time.
You can take it back to Staley. I mean, even the Raiders game to get into the playoffs, calling the timeout. You can take it all the way back to
God,
that.
that game was
you know?
fucking
Wild.
horrifying.
They were going to give him the tie, and you call a timeout, and you don't get
Mike
the playoffs.
Williams isn't listed on the injury report yet, which
He's got a high ankle sprain. It's 6 weeks at the least, probably, right? How long was
he's not
Mack
listed.
out?
He's not listed on the. He's not
Call
right
him
now.
fantasy.
Did he get put on the PUP?
He's out.
Right now, there's no injury list for Mike Williams. Donald Parham has a questionable concussion. Joshua Palmer questionable concussion, so they're probably not going to play.
Khalil Mack is
Everybody.
back. Though,
Jalen
right?
Guyton
Oh,
is-
J.C. Jackson just tore his
Yeah.
ACL.
Jalen Guyton is on the IR.
Or
For
what did
sure,
J.C. Jackson do?
ACL.
He's out for the year, right?
Ruptured patella tendon. Yep, out for the year.
DeAndre Carter is healthy. Keenan Allen hamstring questionable. Gerald Everett is healthy. So yeah, I mean they got a bunch of nobodies.
Mike
other than that.
Williams to miss a minimum of 4 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So they're hurt.
But
Tragic.
they have a bye this week.
That is They do have a bye. this
A
week.
bye is always
They do
good
have
for a
bye.
team who's kind of, they can get it together.
All right, so to bring this full
Fuck is our
circle, then,
bye?
can I ask you guys, if they were healthy right now, would they still be in this predicament with Staley? And with that said,
I think so.
how much better would they be with Sean Payton?
I think they would maybe be. I think they would maybe be 5-2 right now if
Healthy?
if they were healthy, for sure.
Yeah.
I still think they lose that game to the Chiefs,
Yeah.
so that's for sure a loss. I don't remember who else.
I don't
they
know.
lost
They
to.
were right
Seattle
in it.
was- that's
I
the
don't
thing,
know.
though.
See, if they're healthy, I think they might be on that
Just some
Chiefs.
better
No.
decision making from the coaches.
I think Staley is the biggest.
I mean, you
problem.
have one of the
They were doing this all last year.
one of the future best, could be one of the best quarterbacks ever. I mean,
saw. Did you guys see that Barstool article about Justin Herbert? I'm not saying Barstool's a libel, because I'm not a big Barstool guy. Like,
what did they say?
I like the brand, I like what they do, but some of the people that write some stories for them, I think are a little ignorant. They basically were bashing him, saying he's done absolutely nothing. Like, he just gets hyped because he
They just don't
can throw
know
a deep
anything
ball.
about football.
That's what I'm
Then.
saying. That's literally, I read like the first 4 or 5 sentences, and I was
He's
like,
nice
this is,
as fuck.
He's one of the most promising quarterbacks. He's more
They
promising than
basically
Josh
were-
Allen was
they-
when he came into the
They
league.
basically were trying to say that all he can do is throw a deep ball, like a pretty deep ball, and that's about it. Like the
We
dude's really-
see that's
And you
not
know-
it because
Yeah.
he's checking
I
down
was
every
gonna say,
game and
me
he's
you
still
watch-
in the
me and
game.
you watch pretty much every Chargers game because of Evan. So like we see it every single game how good he is. Like
I think
he's better
in
than
part
Dak.
due to that injury he
yeah,
took
he's
in
better
that.
than Dak for
what
sure.
was that,
But
that
they're kind
Monday
of two
night
different
game?
quarterbacks.
What?
He took that rib injury in Monday night game. He has looked a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was,
since then.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's not.
I think he's hesitant.
No
as well.
depth.
Yeah, who else
not
have they
as
lost to?
comfortable.
They've lost to Kansas City,
Chiefs.
Seattle, and who's the other loss? I don't remember.
I don't recall.
Spence, can you find that for us?
But with that said, I mean, I agree to your point. I think he's looked a little bit hesitant with that rib injury.
Seattle.
And to factor into that, your starting tackle goes out. Slater's out for the year.
That's
Lindsley's
right, they lost
out.
to Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, they got
Oh, that was the
mopped.
upset
Yeah,
that I
they got
picked. That's
mopped
right.
by
That's right.
Jacksonville. Yeah, you have Lindsley go out, and they have another player on the line just kind of shuffle in and out. Like having that rib injury where you are going to get hit, and people know that you're liable to get hit. Like they're going to blitz you. You know what's coming, and not having full confidence in your offensive line up front. Yeah, I would be hesitant too. Fuck.
Yeah, and Bosa's been wishy-washy too.
Yep.
Well, Bosa's already missed 2 games.
Well, Bosa's also injured.
Yeah,
J.C. Jackson's out for
Bosa's
the
injured.
year.
That's the thing is you take all
Mack
these
has been
guys,
kind of coming
right?
back. I think Mack has like 5 or 6 sacks this year, which is good. But
Yeah,
like,
he's coming back.
Yeah, you got. I mean, one of the best safeties in the league in Derwin James. You have,
Goated.
they got JC, they got Khalil, they got Bosa.
yeah, but JC's out.
Eckler,
He's out for the year.
But I'm saying beforehand, you look at him on paper and you're like, wow.
He's
But
out
if
of
you don't
this.
have any depth, you don't plan for when these guys get hurt.
I think it said
Who
JC's
steps up?
Facts.
I think it said JC's injury recovery time was like 8 months or something, so he's gonna be done for
A
a while.
ruptured patella. That's
Yeah.
the middle part. So
I mean, I think if you look at that whole division on paper before the season, you're like, wow.
The Chiefs are still the top dog,
And
that
now
division,
they're
yeah.
just,
without a
and they
doubt.
will be. The Chiefs are probably.
They will be forever. I
we've
think.
been
Yeah.
saying that.
I
So
don't
luckily,
think, I don't think anybody in that division honestly will ever top the Chiefs as long as Mahomes
Well,
and Andy Reid are
Mahomes
there.
is the best quarterback in the league. It's plain and
Yeah,
simple.
he is. I've definitely.
Through
Yeah,
his
it
first, years
Josh
in the
Allen
league
is definitely fighting for that role
Yeah.
right now. But
Josh Allen might be the best player in the league. Mahomes is the best quarterback.
Lamar still lives.
I'd say Mahomes is the
True.
best quarterback just because of his
Lamar's
resume in
still
such a short
alive.
time. Josh
Oh,
Allen
he's
came in
dominant.
his first year or two, wasn't the best.
Facts.
He's gotten
He
way
wasn't
better.
bad. The problem
He
with
wasn't
Josh
horrible.
Allen was his accuracy.
Yeah.
He would either overthrow a wide open wide receiver on a 70-yard bomb,
Yeah, he fixes
or he would
mechanics.
completely miss a receiver running across the middle of the field. Like,
Yeah. But you know what you
But
get
he-
when you get those types of guys.
Exactly.
They win you the game or they lose you the game. That's just
It's the name
know,
of it.
it's
they
the
win
name of it.
They've been winning a lot of games.
Yeah.
They've been winning Buffalo's like a whole. New
But I
team.
don't think I'm still sold on Buffalo. I wasn't sold on them last year all the way. When they see the Chiefs in the AFC Championship,
Can we talk about Josh Jacobs real quick while we're talking about that division? What the
Dog.
fuck, dude?
Dog.
This is the second game this year. He's got 3+ touchdowns.
And they just they continue
They
to
didn't
just
pick up. They didn't pick
disrespect
up his
it.
5th-year option. He's a free agent. They don't have any rights to him.
I know, bro. He's gonna get
But if
that
you look at
bag,
it-
but he's not because running backs don't get that
It
bag.
doesn't matter though. He's gonna get some sort of payday because of this.
yeah, they don't get the bag no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeke kind of
He's
gave
Yeah,
eating.
Zeke
showed
ruined
that.
it, dude.
He's literally eating. Remember when he started the preseason game and everybody was like, "Bro, Josh
Yeah, they were
McDaniels,
talking about
what are you doing? Like, this is your star guy."
They were talking about running him into the ground and just like letting him fall off, like type shit.
They were
And
also saying some other dude was going to
He's
be
been a
there,
dog
White
in
or
my
something like
opinion.
that.
Amir Abdullah
Yeah.
was their feature
Was
because of
supposed to be in there.
McDaniels.
Well, they got. They also drafted. They drafted Zaire White from Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they were talking big in the camp, but it's camp.
I mean, he's made some plays too, but Jacobs is he
Dude,
was
Jacobs
a
is-
dog before this year. That's why when they didn't pick up his option, I was kind of
We were like, what the fuck?
I was like, what? Yeah, I remember we both were like sitting here like, why are they not, like? He's been a solid running back for them.
Good. I think he's I
They're
think he's
sitting at
dominant.
2 and 4.
Bro, he's literally
Which is still a shock.
he's won them those 2 games. Literally, both those games that
Yeah.
they've won are when he scored
On
3
his
or
back.
more touchdowns.
They just need to run him
Yeah.
for real and run play action off of Carr
And
with
he's not like
Adams.
getting like they're not like goal line like gimme touchdowns. He's running
He had like
fuckers
160
over, bro.
yards or something last week.
He had 167 total yards.
3 touchdowns.
His
He had
yards per carry
167
is
yards
nice.
on the ground
Yeah.
alone.
He
and
has a
3
lot of
touchdowns.
yards after contact too.
That's what I'm saying. He literally runs. He's like old school football player.
Yeah,
he
he's-
literally he's not running out of bounds. Like he's gonna run you the fuck over.
And that's the shit. He did that at Alabama, and it really has translated. He's still on.
And
the
I really
same
like
shit.
him because he's the guy who like remember his story. Like he was living in his car like for like a
Yeah.
couple years in college. Like dude literally had no home. Like and
Yeah.
now he's in here literally running fools.
You
over
know
in
why
the
he's running
NFL.
fools over, right? This is his contract year. He has, I think,
Oh yeah,
I think he has 7 or 8 kids with 4 or 5 different women.
is he really?
Yeah, he low.
Adrian Peterson.
Fuck.
He low
He
key
was
went.
at like 9 baby moments.
Yeah,
So it's so funny. I just saw that video of Adrian Peterson today when He was on NFL Top 100, and he was like, "When I seen him throw that ball."
Oh, yeah.
Somebody posted the video of Jalen Hurts when he was in the locker room, like talking like that. And
when
shit.
he went to the Eagles.
Yeah, and everybody was like saying like flamboyant Jalen Hurts was top 5 cornerback of all time type shit. Remember that interview where he's like, talking like shit like that? Dude,
Adrian
I love that
Peterson
shit.
was
The Raiders got problems though.
They do.
I don't think they're gonna.
No,
The Raiders and the Broncos will probably fall into.
Chargers will finish second, I think, but it's going to be a tough fight.
Sinking ship until Nathaniel Hackett
Yeah.
gets fired. That's the only fucking thing I'm gonna say about the
Stamp the
Broncos today.
Chiefs, AFC West, but I think we all knew
Only
that.
thing I'm gonna say
Yeah.
about
The rest of
Broncos
those teams are way faker than I think we.
We actually do have to say this while we're talking about it, and we'll get to the next question. Why the fuck can't Russell Wilson just be a normal guy for 5 minutes?
Hey, fuck that guy.
Please.
You guys all know he's been doing exercises on the plane all day today.
Like,
Or no, they've been there since Tuesday or Wednesday.
I just don't understand. It's like every week, it's just how I feel like he wakes up and he looks himself in the mirror and says, "How fucking cringe can I be today?"
Yeah, he's cringy.
What's on the list today?
But
Sierra's
I don't
like,
think we can. I think Nathaniel Hackett is probably the main problem in the Broncos.
He is
I'm not too because
they're acknowledging that
you
publicly.
watch Russ. Yeah, he's been making bad decisions this year, but it's not like he's washed.
Nathaniel Hackett was the problem.
He still has an arm. He still has accuracy.
I think he just needs a minute.
That first half last week, he looked very promising.
He's
122
flashes.
yards, and he was out there slinging it.
I think he's just uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
And I think it starts with Nathaniel
And
Hackett.
Judy's not happy there right now.
Yeah,
He
but
makes
Judy
me
just-
uncomfortable.
I think the Nathaniel Hackett,
For
it
real.
should have been known that he wasn't the guy as soon as he had to hire a coach to pay attention to game time situations for him, and as soon as he came out publicly and said he second guesses every single play call that he makes.
Well, you saw the first 2 games, everyone was just what is that?
And there was a lot of hype around this Broncos team. I think is also the problem. Like people were
$250 million for a quarterback.
People were crowning them, damn near Super Bowl champions already just because of this one trade. Like.
Dude, they were in talks to win the AFC West outright.
Yeah, it's so ignorant.
That's not a bad argument because
it's not a bad argument.
It's Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
he
ignorant
hasn't
to say
looked the same.
they're going to win it outright though.
Yeah.
Patrick, we've literally last week they got down. They were down what, like 17. I don't think it was 17-0, but they were down like 17-7.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yeah, they were down like 17-7.
They were like 10-0 in the first quarter.
Early, and literally I remember watching it and I was like, dude, they're still going to win this game. Like,
every game they go down and they just, it's like, oh, they're
their offense, you can argue their offense got better without Tyreek, honestly. It's arguable.
And no.
I mean, Juju's eating.
And I wanted to.
Juju's had back-to-back 140-yard games. He's been going
they're
crazy.
Literally wide receiver by committee, bro. Like, they literally, like.
Mecole Hardman had 3 touchdowns.
It don't matter with them who's catching the ball.
They really, like.
And you have to credit Bieniemy and Andy Reid. Because their scheme is just ridiculous.
We were sitting here talking about, like, oh, the Chiefs are screwed because they don't have, like, a receiving room. But Patrick Mahomes would look at that receiving room and be like, okay, yeah, we can do something with this. Like, we can do this. And not saying Herbert's not that guy, but, like.
They look, you got Josh Gordon, too, no cap.
Yeah.
Who?
Jeez.
No, they cut him.
He don't play, though.
They cut him?
Yeah, he was on the Titans practice squad, and then they cut him.
You see, Juju said they won a game in Warzone on Friday night. That's why they're
playing together.
So nice.
Travis, 3 games. They won 3 games in a row. Travis.
He said, we were in there just giving comms. Our comms were on point.
Yeah.
We take it over to the game.
Face Juju. Face Kyler.
Facts.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
But I mean, Kyler Murray's a different story. You know what? He's not Mahomes.
You know what? I got to give Juju the USC Player of the Week.
Yes,
for
sir.
Sure.
Baby. There we go.
Facts. We got it in early.
Bro, last game he been eating. He went crazy last game too.
Yeah, Mahomes just makes anybody better.
His percentage too, like 8 for 8, 5 for 5 the last 2 weeks with 110, 123 or whatever it was. I mean, he's been going crazy.
Your other boy got a pick too from the Niners.
Oh,
he got another pick this week.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. You see their little jersey swap?
He got hurt though, didn't he?
I like that.
I think he got hurt in the next
play.
play.
He got a concussion, I think.
He went to the tent after that.
We got some other fans who were wanting to hear some
shit. Yeah, we went on a fucking wicked tangent there.
Let's do it.
Just covering the whole division.
Dude, that division is just so fun to look at. Like,
on paper, it was supposed to be the craziest division.
Just because they really should be so good, and yet like they're literally all struggling except for the Chiefs.
It's been a major
disappointment
disappointment
for the next 10 years. They won't struggle as long as they have Mahomes. They won't struggle.
Major disappointment, and the NFC East has been the biggest
Chargers aren't
surprise.
necessarily struggling. I think.
Sure.
I think they're just they haven't found their identity yet, and I think it starts with Staley.
And it's good they have a bye this week too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to figure
a lot of
things
injuries.
out. Hopefully Keenan can get right and actually play.
It's a perfect time
I'll
for
probably
a bye.
give Mike some perks and he'll play next week.
Hey.
I mean, a lot. We already know it's a real thing.
Keenan's
so.
supposed to be active. He was dressed out and everything. Just
He played in the last game.
did he play?
He played.
Yeah. He got taken out early though because he said that
Hammy?
he didn't feel that he had the burst.
Was it a hammy again?
Was same. It was the same thing.
He
Yeah.
always has a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Soft
And
tissue injuries, though, those are tough.
It is, but
Make one cut
He's
and you're all of a
ironically
sudden back.
slow, so like.
Yeah. It was like a 4.6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like Jerry Rice, one of the
Yeah.
slowest receivers, but he's automatic. Keenan Allen's a great receiver.
On third down, yeah, for sure, he's a dog. All right, we got another question. Steven Lesevsky, loyal
The
fucking fan.
guy.
I think we can all answer this one pretty quick, though. Tom Brady, is he retiring this year? Is he going to have to play football
should.
till death with no family? Yeah, I think we all agree. he should
He won't.
retire.
He won't, though.
But he won't. There's no way.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Retire on a losing season like they're on path
Yeah, but the
for?
Bucks are gonna cut him, or they're not even gonna cut him. His contract ends. They're not.
Yeah,
gonna,
he was only a
they're
2
not
year, but
gonna
I don't
re-sign
see him
They
playing.
have to.
They won't.
I don't think he plays after this season.
I'll put $100 on
I think
it. They
this
don't
is his
re-sign
last
him.
year.
They are going to.
No way.
They're
I
gonna-
think so.
He can't go out like this.
Todd Bowles.
Yeah,
has
but I
already-
mean, what does it matter how he goes out? He's got 7 Super Bowls. No one will ever catch that
Todd
ever in
Bowles-
the history of the NFL. It'll never
What,
be
seven,
caught.
yeah, and
But to
700
him,
touchdowns.
he's a psycho
Hey, give Kenny a
nutbag.
couple years to
Shut up.
700 touchdowns. You think anyone else is going to touch that?
No, he has all the
No, he's had
records.
Super Bowls.
None of the records will probably get touched.
But do you think anyone's
But
going to
still-
touch 700 touchdowns?
Yeah, exactly. His records too won't get touched. He's played too long.
That's got to be including playoffs. Has to be.
I'm
including
pretty
playoffs.
sure.
but
it
we
is,
can take
700.
we can take that into the
that was the ball that
Packers Bucks combo.
that guy
right? Same-
on the Mike Evans gave that ball to one of the fans, and they paid him like in tickets
Yeah,
and a
that's
bunch
right,
of
that's
stuff.
right, that's
that
right,
was the
that's right,
700
that's right.
touchdown ball.
No one will catch his records.
Pat Mahomes will. Pat
Not
Mahomes
Super
will catch
Bowls.
7.
I don't
Maybe
see the
that,
Super Bowls.
That maybe.
Probably not Super Bowls.
Passing records probably.
This
yeah.
generation of quarterbacks, like
Someone will
Herbert
probably- yeah,
and Mahomes
that's
and Allen,
true.
they'll get close.
They're throwing a lot
For
more in
sure.
the early stages of their career than
Futures- yeah.
Brady ever did.
The
But-
touchdowns, but you know what? I don't think any of these quarterbacks will get close enough on the Super Bowls because
No.
nobody plays defense and runs the ball like back in Brady's era when you were getting so many Super Bowls is because the defense was so dominant. They had clutch running backs and they had Brady and type of shit.
And I mean, they definitely.
Now
they,
the game
they
is so
cheated for a couple of those.
and the tuck roll is controversial.
Tuck roll, Spygate.
But the game now,
Deflategate.
the game now is so in the air as far as
there's a couple on there.
Everyone's really good.
everything
Yeah.
being passes though. The game is so in the air, especially it's always going down to the last thing. Like teams aren't putting teams away and running the ball until it's
a lot
until
of games are going down to the wire now.
because it's all throwing. There's not really many teams that are built to get up and then run the ball on your ass until
you're
you
the
die.
Ravens.
Like,
But-
and that used to be the game.
Yeah, and
Unless
to
you're
answer the
Baltimore.
question, I think it's probably Brady's last year.
I think it's his
I
last
think
year.
this is probably one of the most in his career. Probably one of the he's been hit the most probably in his career right now.
Tom
And you know
Brady-
Brady don't like to get hit. He's just like Rodgers. He don't like to get hit.
Tom Brady has only been below 500 twice in his career, heading into Week 8, and it was in 2001 and I believe 2002 is
Did
what
they
I
win the
saw
Super
today.
Bowl
I
in one of
think
those years?
2001 was the year they won the bowl.
Bro,
He's
I
never
can't-
been under.
I can't help but
He's
think they're
never
gonna win.
been. They're not fucking.
You can't count
sniffing.
them out. You
They're
can
not
never
sniffing.
count the goat
They're
out,
not
ever.
sniffing
What I'm
the Super
saying.
Bowl.
Never count the goat out.
They are not sniffing the Super Bowl. You guys
Bro,
are
for
delusional.
something,
Disagree.
something in me.
You can
something in
never
me has
count the
Hey,
goat
we'll
out.
talk. We'll talk about. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that because that's a segment I do want to actually spend some time on
Yeah.
today.
But to answer the
talk about
question, I don't think it's so much about his legacy because that's already solidified. I don't see how, he's like, oh, I'd have to go back and win again. It's just only going to get harder. if
Yeah,
he
but
doesn't
you
do it
heard
this
him
year.
last year when he was talking about this, that if he's watching on Sunday and he sees that there are quarterbacks that he knows that he can be better than, Russ.
Dude, he's
gonna keep playing.
He thinks he's better than everybody.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, he's
he
still
is.
slinging
the
it.
GOAT.
He's
That's
still
the
slinging
problem,
it.
though. But he's not Tom Brady anymore.
He's
Bro,
still slinging
The
it.
dude lost to the fucking 2-5 Steelers and the 1-5
That's a team, bro. That's a
Panthers.
team game. You
The
can't be
team
on that.
can't run.
It
What are they?
doesn't
They're
matter.
probably 30th
It
in the
doesn't-
league in running.
there's
They're
no
horrible
way-
at running the ball.
He's
There's
better than
no
Ben
way
was
that
last year right
defense-
now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not.
Oh, yeah.
1000%.
You're just
1000%.
saying that because you
Thank
guys are
you.
both fucking haters.
Bro, he's
they
still-
are just about the same.
I'm not a Ben hater.
Look
You
at
know
both
I'm not
of
a
their
Ben hater.
stats. Look at Ben's stats from last year at this time, and look at.
Hold on. You know I
Brady's
love
stats at
Ben.
this
You know I'm
time.
not a Ben hater.
Look at Brady's stats right now, and look at Ben's stats this time last year. They are the
Look
exact
at Ben's
same fucking
arm last
quarterbacks.
year and Brady's
Yes.
arm right
Look
now.
at the Steelers.
Brady
off-
is still
look
slinging
at
the ball
Steelers
at
offense
45.
right now, though. Look at the Steelers' offense right now. You're gonna tell me that Ben's arm was the problem last year? Look at our fucking offense.
That's true.
Look at
I mean,
our
yeah, but
fucking
he was
offense.
also falling over
And how old was
himself.
and how old
Ben
who's
Roethlisberger
fucking-
threw for 5,000 yards 2 years ago.
and what was Ben?
And then got the surgery and was sucky.
How old was Ben
the
last year?
surgery was post 5,000 yards.
How old was Ben last year? 39, 40?
38.
Tom Brady's 45.
Yeah, but Tom
Yeah.
Brady's also a fucking wizard.
That's 7
He's been
years.
Getting fucking.
I know,
Big
we're-
Ben was throwing back Budweisers until he was 35. Tom Brady hasn't drinking a fucking beer since he was probably 22.
That's true. Well, he, at the Super
No, he
Bowl-
was turning up
Yeah,
at
what about
Rob
that?
Yeah, he was
Kraft's
waiting
wedding.
at the
I did forget about that. Regardless, doesn't fucking matter.
To answer the question,
he needs to
I
retire.
think
You're in
it-
denial.
I think it
I'm
could
not in
easily be
denial.
his
We'll
last.
look at the fucking stats
I don't
after
think
this.
it's his last season.
I think he could.
he goes for at least one more.
I think.
Yeah.
You guys
there's
throwing
no way,
Ben
right?
in here was fucking
No way.
uncalled for, by the way.
Dude, because
You started the Ben.
No,
No,
it was
he
me.
said it.
But Brady is way better than Ben was last year right now.
He is
still.
not. He's not. They're
What
about
That
if
the
you
Mike
same.
also
Evans
see
drive
him change
post,
They're about the
location?
same.
That changes the
They're
game.
about the
But you
same.
have to argue with
They're
me.
about
Ben
the same.
couldn't make that throw last
No.
year.
He
no way.
made plenty
It was a
of
50
fucking
it was
throws
60
like
yards.
that last year.
No,
Do you need
55 yards on
do
a
you
rope,
need me
bro.
to pull up fucking tape from last year? 'Cause I
Brady's
will.
still
What about
throwing
that one
dimes.
throw where he stumbled into the ground?
Okay, so fucking what?
I haven't seen Brady do that.
I will
yet.
literally throw up fucking tape right now of Ben from last year doing
don't
at
need
least
that.
2 of those as
No.
touchdowns because his receivers actually caught the fucking
You have to argue
football.
that the Buccaneers did have a way better offense than the Steelers. 100%. Their receivers
Without
are
a
way
doubt.
better. Yeah.
They have Byron
Yeah.
Leftwich, who basically runs Tom Brady's fucking playbook.
I don't think. I mean, Todd is a coach now, and it's a lot different than when Arians was a coach. They made the playoffs last year. They
Bowles
won a
has
Super Bowl the
already-
year before. He's been there. He's been in the
Todd
program.
Bowles has already come out and said that this team is on a fucking Super Bowl hangover still, and they
Yeah.
are out of their minds if they think they're going to win a Super Bowl right now, which is exactly why I think at the end of this year, they're going to cut ties with Brady, and they're going to look towards the future. They cannot spend time with Tom Brady, who's going to be 46 next year, who's already starting to go downhill a little bit, and they're not playing good with this exact team. You think they're going to
They're
bring this
playing
You
horrible.
don't
exact
think
team back
anybody
next
would
year?
pick up Tom though?
No,
Like,
Oh, he
somebody
would, but he would
Somebody would.
only go
Somebody
somewhere
would, for
that's.
sure.
He'd only go somewhere that's contenders.
He-
49ers.
He would only go somewhere 100%. And
Yeah.
that might be something we. that
Oh,
might-
yeah,
that might be
100%.
something
Jimmy
for
G
real.
won't be there
'Cause
next
Trey
year.
Lance, I don't think is good. And they just traded for McCaffrey.
If he sits under Brady, he might be.
49ers don't have a draft pick until 2026, so that is a
that
pretty
would be
good
scary.
take. But I think Brady, the Buccaneers and Brady are going to separate at the end of this year regardless. They're not going to re-sign him. Unless they sit here and they say, Brady, we'll bring you back for one more year, but this is going to be a year-to-year basis. I don't see them wasting time with him. They have a team that's ready to go right now. They have some things that they need to fix, and that's why I think they're
A
gonna,
lot.
They're going to look.
Because they lost 21-3 to the Panthers.
They're going to look into the future after this year, and they're going to look into getting a new guy who's going to be able to take this team that they have now and go to another.
Bucks
Super Bowl.
got a lot.
And I personally
to
just,
fix.
I don't think, I
Their
don't think
defense
Brady's
is
that
sick,
guy right
though.
now.
But is it that sick? They gave up Deontay Foreman and Chuba Hubbard and P.J. Walker, what a CFL legend. They just got destroyed.
Yeah, I know.
They got destroyed by the Panthers, who just gave up everybody.
But that's the
And
thing.
they're probably going to give up DJ Moore. I mean, they could hold on to him. It's controversial there, but
I mean, they got offered 2 firsts for Burns. But that's the thing.
They said no.
Yeah, they said no. But that's the thing.
yeah.
It's
I
good, but when you're in a full rebuild, 2 first-round draft picks, whew,
the thing
They'll probably
is,
build around Burns, though.
yeah.
He's nice.
what we mentioned, like not counting the goat out, bro. They are still in such a winnable division.
Yeah, well, they're only 3 and 4.
That's what I'm saying. They're in such a winnable division still. You're obviously that's why the Panthers loss doesn't bother me that much. You're going to trade with every division opponent. That's how I look about any division matchup. Like it is what it is. It might look like a bad loss at the moment, but any division opponent is going to play you hard, and you're more than likely going to trade 1-1.
All right, well, they play Baltimore tomorrow.
That's a good one.
You think
The
they win
Ravens
that
haven't been
game?
playing well either.
Ravens
They've been
won
slipping
last
up.
week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're slipping by. Lamar didn't have a touchdown.
Bro, I think is
Lamar
it
started out
in Tampa
insane.
Bay?
Hasn't done
Tampa
anything
Bay.
nice.
Bro, I think the Bucks pull that out.
It's tough.
The Bucks do have a pretty easy
You said it's
schedule.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Thursday night?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's Wednesday, brother.
Prime Video, baby.
We can take that into the same what we were going to talk about with the Packers and the Bucks. What was the main one?
Do we have any
Is
more
it over
questions
for them?
Sweeping Socials? We got excited for that. That was
I
a
know.
very exciting
Hey,
conversation.
it sparked.
Yeah, because you fucking assholes had to bring
Hey,
up
we
Big Ben
we can
for
all
no
answer
reason.
this real quick and then move on to the Brady Rodgers shit. But Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears turning around after a huge win.
No.
No.
I don't think they turn around, but it's a confidence booster. For
It
them to
is.
Go
Big
into
confidence
Foxborough
booster.
and beat the Patriots on what was supposed to be a big night for Bill.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Shout
supposed
out David Kratt. Thank you for the
He
question.
was supposed to get win 325. He was going to pass, or he was going to tie. God, what is his name? The Bears' old coach, legendary
Bear Bryant.
He was gonna tie Bear Bryant. Didn't do it. And the Bears.
The only reason I don't see them turning it around is their division.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Minnesota's taking it.
If they don't, the Packers will definitely be in second because I don't see them. They're 3-4 now. What are they? 3-4 now.
Yeah.
I just don't see Rodgers finishing below 500, and I don't see the Bears finishing
Either
above
way,
500.
the Bears finishing above.
They'll
the
be
Packers,
third.
It just won't happen.
It won't.
And that's the thing.
I don't see because I mean you look at 2016 he was 4-6. He won 6 games in a row and went to the NFC Championship and lost to the Falcons. You know, this is easy for Rodgers. He's been in a situation before.
Can't
He's
count him out
Rodgers.
either.
You can't count him or Brady out.
And that's
Same
the thing. I think we all understand. It was a great win for the Bears. Unexpected. They out-schemed Bill Belichick, it looks like. Gave him what he wasn't expecting. They gave the design runs, let Fields go stupid. Fields had a good game. The Bears just rallied, honestly, around anything they could at that point. And it felt like everybody in the fucking world was on the Patriots and thought the Patriots were going to win. And that was the indication that the Bears have a fucking chance. They're the ultimate underdog in this situation.
It also proves literally anybody can be anybody.
Oh,
Like,
we
like
already know that.
It's like
is,
the
though.
8th time this
Yeah.
year that we've seen like a Patriots are supposed to win this
Lock.
game.
Any
Yeah.
given Sunday.
Yeah, we all know.
But you have to look at their rest of their schedule. They got the Cowboys. You can chalk that up as an L for them.
For who?
Dolphins.
Who are we talking about?
For the Bears.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Dolphins, healthy, back. They didn't look the best the other night. They only scored 16 points with that high-powered offense.
Because that fucking steel
You can
curtain,
still
baby.
probably chalk that up as an L, though.
Suck.
Tyreek, Waddle, Tua, their defense. You could probably still chalk that up as an L against the Bears.
Yeah.
They play the Lions. They could beat the Lions easily.
I think the Lions are going to win that game.
And then they play the Falcons, and the Falcons are not bad.
Falcons will beat the Bears.
The Falcons are not as bad.
Falcons, I think, are going to win the NFC South.
They had them at over 4.5 wins. You could bet on it. Over 4.5 wins at the beginning of the year. They got 3 already.
Falcons?
Falcons are not bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, somebody probably
They were predicted to win
somebody's
5
probably
games.
going to win a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I like what you bring up by the future schedule, but I honestly don't think that matters because I think the way that you look at it, breaking down the division, they have no chance. And I think the front office knows that. Having a new, they have Ryan Poles, a new GM. I think they understand we are a couple, if Fields has shown brilliance and he's also shown shit. So I think that's the thing. Like at this point, you have to kind of anticipate, okay, we want the best draft pick ever or trade back and be able to get, because they have a first rounder that I think that they got from trading somebody.
They'll stick with Fields. I think he's their future quarterback.
100%. So you need to, at this point, anticipate to put the pieces around him to
Turn around. Fields
I think Fields
is already. Reports are coming out that Fields is already saying that he doesn't think he'll stay with Chicago, which I think is so ignorant that that's already coming out. Like,
then at this point, I don't really know what to say. I mean,
I
Bears
saw
are in,
that report a couple weeks ago, and I don't know how true it is, but like the fact that that's already coming out, like
if that's the case,
I
then
mean,
that's
he's
the
on it.
case.
He's only in his second year of his contract, and it's a 4-year. You know, he
Yeah,
can
and
extend
I mean-
it after 3. He's not going.
Yeah.
No one's going to
Yeah.
trade anything for him. They're
Yeah,
not
he's
getting
not
anything
going
out of him.
anywhere.
So there's no.
Fuck no.
Yeah. So he'll
And
probably
I don't think
stick
they
it
move
out.
on from him.
No.
So they
I think
need to
build
put pieces around him.
That's
to build.
the idea. That's what they did.
I
To
think
build around him.
Chicago's going to try and be one of those teams that builds a defense around a average offense.
They still haven't even paid.
They haven't
Roquan.
paid Roquan.
Yeah.
So that's not the
still
situation. And they
scared to
just
pay
traded out
Roquan.
Robert Quinn to the
Yeah.
Eagles
Yeah.
today.
Holy
So
shit! Yeah, you're right. Damn.
They-
that was
I think they know.
that Robert Quinn trade still hasn't hit me yet. I keep forgetting about that.
I think they're in the same situation as the Panthers. They know they're not going to compete this year, but they're still trying to win games. But
they have
to
a
look
young
towards
core.
the future, you
They have
know?
a young good core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have 2 good running
What
backs.
are they doing?
They have a good
Montgomery's
quarterback.
a dog, and Khalil Herbert's nice too.
Exactly.
That,
2
them
good
trading
running backs.
Robert Quinn must mean they're gonna pay Roquan. Yeah.
Yeah, they're. I don't see how they don't play Roquan. He's proved
Yeah.
he's one of the best linebackers in the
He's
league.
literally so good.
They
Yeah.
have to, but they've already
He's so good.
they've fucked
He's
that
probably-
relationship up already at this point.
Yeah, but money talks.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, for
it'll,
sure.
It'll be.
Money
If they
talks.
pay him what he wants, it'll be fine.
Because he's performing this year. He's gotten fucking beat on some key plays, but he's also made a lot of plays. So
Made a lot of
Yeah.
good plays. But yeah, let's jump.
shout out David Kratt. We don't think the Bears have high hopes for the rest of the year, but future years, if they plan it right and Ryan Poles is real,
something to build off of.
something to build.
Any win against New England at New England
Facts.
is something to build off of.
Something to be proud of too.
Yeah,
Nikhil
especially-
Harry, first game back against the
catch, 14
Patriots. Interesting. 1 catch, 14 yards.
11.
Yeah.
11.
I think it was 11.
What's up with him?
I like Nikhil. We played against him in high school. I don't think his career is going to pan out. It's just the
I
injuries
think-
were too quick. I mean, when you don't get it.
He needs
I
to
think
get back
he'll
to
be-
work.
He'll be
I
in.
think he's just unfortunately been on 2 really bad teams. Like, New England wasn't a good fit for
They're
him.
not a good passing team.
New England wasn't a good fit for him, and Chicago still is, like, panicking to find their identity.
I mean,
I don't want to say he won't pan out, but I think he'll be in the league.
He needs
for
to
a
go
while.
to a team who's going to utilize him as a red zone threat. Like, Chicago, he went from a team that had Cam Newton as their quarterback and a young, developing Mac Jones, didn't really throw the ball a lot, to now a team who has a quarterback who's only thrown for, 600
I don't think
yards
he's thrown
this year?
over 200 yards in a game.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
what I'm
last week.
saying. That's the part
Dude
that's
had
holding him back.
74 yards in a whole
But the
game.
problem when he
like,
gets hurt that early in his career is he can't show anything to any team,
I agree.
right? Like he has no
I
film.
agree.
There's no hype around.
I don't want to compare
the
him
guy.
to Kevin White, but it's kind of like Kevin
yeah,
White.
I mean it's a tragedy, but
Kevin White couldn't stay on the field.
Plays for the Cardinals right now.
And he had that one catch he had last week.
Yeah, hype. Everyone was hype.
Yeah, that was more yards than he had in his whole career before that catch.
Facts.
Fucking horrible.
Dog.
And Kevin White was an absolute dog at West Virginia.
Yeah,
He
he's also a creeper.
Is he? Oh, he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need to get into that.
We don't need to get into that. But we got a funny story about Kevin White.
We don't need to get into that.
yeah.
We don't need to get into that. We don't need.
Let's,
Kevin, want to
hey,
come on the show?
DM us for that
Want to
info.
come on the show? Explain yourself. But, let's jump into the fucking topics. Damn it.
all right, let's do it.
Let's do
First
it.
topic of the night. Bucks and Packers officially hit rock bottom.
I don't think so. I don't think the Packers have hit rock bottom.
Wait.
Like I said, because of Rodgers.
Is it officially time to hit the panic button, though, for both teams?
I don't think
in
so.
terms
They're
of
both
this season?
what? They're 3-4.
Yeah.
But in terms of this season,
Everyone's overreacting
we've
so far.
seen.
I-
We're 8 weeks into the NFL season. I don't think there's any more overreactions.
I mean, it's halfway
In my
through.
opinion.
Halfway through, and you still got a game at the end.
Yeah, I don't know about the Bucks, but
What do you mean by that?
Because week 8, in 17 weeks, so you got halfway through, another 8, and then you have a game. At
Oh
the
no,
end.
but I'm saying I'm just saying is it my question is it time for them to hit the panic button in terms of like we need to turn it around right now?
No.
Like
I think the issue I don't know because when you look at the
no.
Packers, right?
losing 3 straight, that's not good.
But they have the
Same with
same.
the Bucks.
They've had the same problem as their front office. They don't build around Rodgers. They've never built around Rodgers. You can put Jordy out there. Jordy was nice, but he was nice because of Rodgers, right? You can put a
all the
Devontae
receivers are nice because of Rodgers.
because of Rodgers. And who
Yeah,
does
but
he
look
have
at
now? He
Devontae.
has
Except
Lazard,
Devontae.
Romeo Dobbs, Tanyan. Aaron Jones is the best player on that offense besides
100%.
Rodgers.
Yeah, we've been saying that.
And I mean, if you're a defense, you know that, you know.
Exactly,
So,
and they got him the ball, and he scored 2 touchdowns last week. Their only scores, so like that's, or until late in the game. But that's the thing. He had the 2 tutties, and
they've never built around Rodgers. They've never done what Rodgers. And Devontae wasn't supposed to be that great when he came into the league. Rodgers, you know, and he
out of UNLV,
emerged
he
as exactly.
made him amazing.
Who
and-
comes out of UNLV like that, you know?
That's what I'm saying as well too. The way that we look at it, I mean, we only have so many weeks left in the season,
Right.
but
I just have to shout out Jackson Fag real quick. He just randomly tweeted at us, Seahawks! Under Garrett's fucking question.
Seahawks.
Yeah, because he's a Seahawks fan.
Oh, fair. All right, Jackson. Shout out Jackson Fag, baby.
The notification popped up on my phone while you guys were talking, and you know how we have Pat's tweets?
Yeah.
I was like, did Pat just tweet that? And I clicked it, and I saw fucking Jackson's profile picture, and I was like, fucking A.
I think the thing to note, though, I think going into the next week, if we don't see the Packers make a move in free agency, we definitively know where they stand on the rest of the year.
Yeah, they have to.
They have to
get
make a move.
receiver.
They have to do something.
Okay, well, which one of these two teams do you have more confidence in them turning it around? And
I think if the Packers make a move, yeah. But the Bucks are out of space. They won't get anybody.
See,
They're
but
not going to do much. The
I don't-
Packers
they
have.
don't have room for anybody.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
they're
They're out of
handicapped
cap.
by the
Yeah.
salary.
And they have too
I
many
think
players
you could
right
see
now that they've
maybe
signed.
for the Seahawks, DJ Moore maybe,
I mean,
You
for
think-
the Packers-
or the Packers
Yeah.
maybe Claypool.
That's a
Claypool's not
stretch.
happy. That's a stretch as well because
Nah, it's not a stretch.
yeah,
DJ Moore is a
it's-
stretch.
that one's tough.
I don't think DJ
Brandon
Moore's that much
Cooks
of a
maybe.
stretch.
I think Brandon Cooks has always been a great receiver.
Brandon Cooks is a
And he's on the
fucking
Texans.
I'm
man.
hearing he's going
they
to the
go-
Cowboys.
See, but if they
dog. No.
We're releasing Neville Gallimore to free up space, I think.
if the Packers can go out and get Brandon
Where
Cooks,
is
I think that
Brandon
turns
Cooks
around.
gonna play? You guys have
For Noah
Gallup,
Brown, no, Noah Brown's
CD,
nice.
and
They'll
Noah
get him
Brown.
in there. I think Brandon Cooks is so
Shut
underrated.
Your mouth. They will not get Brandon.
They might.
Don't even don't fill this
Who?
with his
Noah?
head.
They'll take him out of Noah.
Do
No,
not-
Noah Brown's nice,
Do
but
not fill
We
his
run
head
4
with this.
wide receiver sets.
Do
Yeah.
not fill his head with this.
they'll
Don't
make
do it.
They'll make some
They want to give.
formations
There was
with
somebody
him.
else who they were because they're looking for somebody on a rookie deal. That is what
and that's tough.
That's the report that what came out today. They're looking for
Packers?
somebody on a rookie deal.
And
Yes.
Claypool's
Them cheap bastards.
Well, I think it's because they're hoping that they can find a young guy that if he does turn out to be good and Rodgers does come back next year, they can sign him to a multi-year deal. A young guy who's good instead of getting somebody like
Who's already-
DJ Moore
or
who
Brandon
they're gonna trade
Cooks.
for, and then DJ Moore's going to demand a contract extension in a year.
Cooks,
like,
too.
You know what I mean? Like,
Cooks has been.
yeah, but Brandon Cooks has been in the league long enough to where
Yeah.
they can give him not veteran minimum, but they could give him like a 3-year.
he's not as much. He's
They
not
could
as
give him like a
expensive.
3-year,
I
$20
think
million deal, and it would be over. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was another receiver out there.
There was a couple guys. Let me pull up the article real quick. I should have had it up already, but there were a couple guys that they were saying the Packers were actually like
Yeah, there's no way OBJ
saying
is
that
going
they
there.
were targeting. And I know Chase Claypool. Oh, Elijah Moore.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants out.
Elijah
Judy
Moore.
too. Judy might want out too. Judy
Elijah
hasn't been
Moore.
happy. I think Claypool would be tough for
Damn,
them.
Kurt Warner said today it's time for both quarterbacks to hang it up.
Nah, Rodgers still got it.
Rodgers is apparently already retiring at the end of the season.
I don't see.
There's
I
been
mean,
multiple tweets about him, which
Yeah.
he still slings
I don't
it.
know if
though.
I-
Either way, I think he's going to retire too early.
Yeah,
Because he is
He's
so
still
So
fucking
slinging
you guys
good.
have to pick. Sam, you said the Packers.
For what?
Which team you think you have more confidence in turning it around?
I love the Bucks defense much more than the Packers, but I'm taking Rodgers over Brady every day. So,
and like you said though, the Bucks division's a little bit easier. The Packers,
Packers.
the
are gonna-
Vikings could win that division, but it's still up in the air.
Vikings are going to win that division.
still up in the
see,
air.
that's what I like the Bucks from the division standpoint, 100%.
Vikings will win that division. Packers will definitely come in second. I think
Because it makes me think if the Bucks can play good defense down the stretch, run the ball with playoff Lenny,
They need to run the ball.
they can get in
If
because
you can't run the ball, what are you gonna do?
they'll probably get in the playoffs because they will probably win their division. I'm still pretty high on the Falcons.
I like the Falcons a
in
lot.
my opinion, win
But
that.
the problem with Falcons is they only run it. Mariota can't throw.
yeah.
They run it so
I mean, they're
much.
winning
They're
games.
hating-
Look at the Ravens.
They just got blown out.
Did they get blown out last
Yeah, was it 37-17?
Yeah.
Who did they play?
Against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's bad.
But they ran
all
the ball
way.
like 65%. Even when they were down, they were still running the
It's because
ball.
their main guy's not out there.
And Mariota can't throw the ball like that in the
They
NFL.
don't even have pass.
How long has Mariota been in the league? 8 years now? That's why he's never panned out because he can't throw the
Yeah, I
ball.
want them to put Riddler in.
Ritter.
Desmond?
Ritter? Yeah, what did I say?
The Riddler.
No, I didn't say the Riddler.
I
said
like the
want them to
Falcons.
put
I think
Riddler
I think the Falcons have a
I
good
didn't say
team.
the Riddler. I said
Yeah, I
Riddler.
know, but that's the Riddler. Put him in.
No, I think the Falcons have a legit team, but they just run the ball so much.
This guy, Spencer.
Yo, Sam.
This guy. While we're recording. All right, I respect it. But, yeah, no, I have more confidence in... I definitely have more confidence in the Packers. I really don't think the Buccaneers are a good team. I'm going to be a Brady hater. I don't think Brady's got it anymore. I think he needs to retire at the end of this year. I think there's a lot more playing into Brady than football right now. I think he's got too much going on in his personal life. It's affecting him. I already said it last week. If you fucking have to go to a wedding over preparing for a football game with your team, like, that should be a red flag number one. Like, what do you... I don't care if you're the GOAT. I don't care if you have 7 Super Bowl rings. You made a commitment to your team. He already took a vacation during training camp.
I respect it.
He already gets an official day off during the week, a veteran's day off. That's bullshit.
As he should. He's Tom Brady.
But no, that's not how it should be. It doesn't matter if you're Tom Brady.
But why?
You shouldn't get to take 2 weeks off of training camp while your team is literally out there getting their ass beat. You shouldn't get.
Hater.
But it's
you
the
should-
same team he's been with
you
for the last 2
should- it
years. He
doesn't
knows
matter,
them.
though.
Their
It doesn't
chemistry
matter.
is fine.
But it doesn't matter.
They're just not playing well.
When you retire,
He's Tom Brady. He can do what he
you
wants.
shouldn't get to retire, come back, do 2 weeks of training camp, do 2 weeks of vacation, come back before the first game, and then you get an official day off during the week, which I kind of understand because of his age. You want to keep him fresh. And then you literally go to a wedding 3 days before a game, and you don't even get to walk through with the team. You get to the team the night, not the day, the night of before the game, and then you come out and you're screaming at your team because you guys aren't playing good when you weren't even there to walk.
Yeah, but that
through.
was over. He always screams
It
at his
doesn't
lineman.
matter though. Like
If you're gonna let Brady get hit, it's
it-
every right to
it-
scream
it
at his lineman. He's
doesn't- it
Tom
doesn't-
Brady.
The fact that like
He's
this
the
is
GOAT.
the problem. People are making it.
How is that the
Don't
problem?
play
He's to-
football if you're not gonna feel obligated to be with your
I think
team
he
all
still
the
feels
time.
obligated. He
No,
he shows
dude.
up and he knows his job. He does his job. He's been doing his job for 20 plus years.
The guy has
Tom
too
Brady.
much going on in his life right now. He should not be playing. He shouldn't be playing football. I'm sorry. If you're gonna miss,
But
if
then
you're gonna miss this many days of the year, like, what are you there for? Like, you can't be upset.
we've been on Brady
You
for a
can't-
minute.
You can't be upset when you guys are losing. I fucking hate Tom Brady. I hate him.
This is the Brady
I hate
podcast
him.
now. We just
I
talk
hate
about
him.
Brady.
I hate the guy. Well, it doesn't help that we had a question about him, and
Then we just
and
keep
I had a segment specifically
Yeah.
for the Brady Rodgers conversation.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think Brady should be playing football right now. He's not playing that great. He's still playing good enough to keep playing next year. Like, if he comes back and plays next year, I won't be surprised because he still has some left in the tank.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, he's not showing me, and I'm sure a lot of people, that like football is his like number one thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy is getting trolled by Antonio Brown every fucking day on Twitter.
That's Antonio
There's
Brown,
no
though.
way he's not
Yeah,
seeing
those
that.
T-shirts are out of
There's
pocket.
no way he's not seeing that and being like, oh my god, like maybe I do need to fix my marriage. Like, oh, but I got
Nah,
football
he don't
game.
care
Nah,
about
yeah.
that
Yeah,
shit.
football
He's
game
Tom
is gonna be
Brady.
like-
You don't care about AB.
He looks at AB and he's like, "You fucking kidding
What
me?"
does he care
bro?"
about AB? He's the best fucking football player ever.
I mean, I guess you're right.
And AB's
our-
got other issues.
Well, yeah, let's
We've
get
been
away,
on Brady,
let's get away
yeah.
from Brady and Rodgers and all that
We're
shit.
done with Brady.
I wanna talk
Coop got
about-
fucking heated there for a second.
Yeah. What do
You
we?
guys fucking just had to bash Big Ben there. That's why I got.
No,
so
we
heated.
didn't bash him. I would never bash Big Ben.
No,
you
we
know
just
I like
stated
Big
facts.
No, you didn't.
Ben. He
say
did.
that.
You know I like
Okay.
Big Ben.
It doesn't
I've always
matter. It
liked
doesn't
Big
matter.
Ben.
It
I
doesn't
like
matter.
Big Ben too, but
well,
he's
let's-
not looking better than Brady this year.
Let's go on. We're doing it. Too much Brady. Too much Brady.
I want to talk about.
Dude's
the
trash.
two New York teams, Giants and Jets. Both of them looking red hot right now. Giants 6-1, which is just wild to say.
Fucking insane.
Jets are 5-2.
Daniel Jones is Mike Vick.
Daniel
looks
Jones
good.
literally.
He was a little.
He had 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't he left-handed too, or am I tripping?
Dude,
No,
he
you're
has like 60 yards rushing a week. He's
Yeah,
nice.
dude, his over/under is like literally 60 rushing yards every week.
I've always thought Daniel Jones was just a better Carson Wentz. He does the same things that Carson Wentz does. He's just better at it.
Okay, well, hey.
Good.
I've
Which
always
New
thought
York-
Daniel
which
Jones
New
is a
York-
good quarterback.
Which
I
New
never
York
thought he
team are
was
you taking
bad.
right now? Which New York team do you think is better right now?
I'm just not sold on the Jets. I don't think from their wins. You look at their wins, and I just don't think they're as
You're more
big as
impressed
the
with
Giants
right
wins,
now?
right?
Are
Yeah,
you more impressed with the Giants?
more impressed with the Giants. Yeah, because I don't think I think the Jets will finish with maybe 9 wins at the most.
Me personally,
I don't have them winning more than 10 games.
I'm more impressed with the
Because
Jets.
you're biased because of John.
Yeah, shout out John, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm not. And they just lost Brees Hall, and Brees Hall was a huge.
Facts.
Yeah, but
when
they
a
got James
rookie comes
Robinson,
in-
who is a dog.
That's good, but when you have someone who comes in and just brings that energy, right? Like Brees Hall brought that energy. He brought that rookie energy
And
that
that
gets everyone
long
going.
touchdowns constantly, fucking game
Robinson's
changer.
a dog.
He's a game changer.
And he's taking the back seat in Jacksonville, which was I didn't really understand that, but Etienne's nice.
I'm
They
more-
drafted him to be
Yeah.
the primetime
Mhm.
guy.
And
so
Robinson was undrafted. He
no-name.
was never meant to be.
he burst on the
but
scene randomly.
Robinson's nice.
Remember he was number 30?
Yeah.
Who?
Robinson. He was undrafted.
Oh, that's
he came
right.
out
He
like
was number
dog.
30, huh? I'm more impressed with the Jets, but I'm more high on the Giants. I think it's impressive that the Jets have been able to get a lot of big.
You're
time
high on
wins.
crack
I mean, shit. Good crack. 'cause
for that Big Ben comment.
Good crack because I keep fucking picking the Steelers to win every week, which they're gonna do this week. But
Steelers would be fine.
Fuck
Said
them.
no.
We're not
the
talking
Jets
about
have more impressive wins. Just
How,
for, just for the team that they've been. Like the Giants have been. We've seen the Giants have success
Well, their main success
over the
is
last
Saquon's
couple years. Like
Saquon again.
we've seen the Giants.
all about Saquon's health.
We've
Yeah.
seen
That's
the
where it comes from.
Giants kind of like within the last decade actually be like, okay, they're a good team. They have a roster. They're good. The Jets have been bad for a really long time. I feel like right
They're
now
like one of the worst
they've been
franchises
constantly
ever.
trying to rebuild. Like they've been constantly trying to rebuild for a long time. Like the Giants have been slowly putting building pieces in, and as soon as they got Brian Daboll, I had a feeling that they were going to be a better team. I didn't think they were going to be this good. They're definitely exceeding
Dayball's a dog.
expectation.
I
He
like
is a dog.
Dayball.
He is a dog. The Giants definitely have a lot of big time wins as well, but I am definitely more high on the Giants. I think the Giants might actually be like at this point. I think they might be a sleeper team to make a real run. Not Super Bowl, but I think they can do some damage in the playoffs. And Spencer said it. It is right. It all really does depend on how healthy Saquon stays. Because
Oh, yeah.
right now I think Saquon.
carrying.
I think he might be the best running back. In
So
the
you
league
think
right
the
now.
Giants are real as fuck?
I think they're real
If
solid.
Saquon keeps it
Who
up.
was their
you
one
gotta
loss
bring
to?
up-
The Cowboys.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about that. That means we must be real as fuck.
That was a close game.
Yeah, with the quarterback that you just fucking benched.
Exactly. So
Cowboys
what
have
does that say
one of
now?
the best defenses in the league. As long as their games stay low scoring, they should have a very successful year.
Okay,
If you get someone who puts up 40 points on you guys,
we
it's gonna be
can't
tough.
we can't keep switching topics.
All right.
What does that? What
But
does that
that's gonna
say
be tough.
about? What does that say about the Cowboys though? Because you keep saying the Giants get lucky and they have an easy schedule.
They did get lucky again, did they
Yeah,
not?
because I mean Jacksonville is kind of a dog, right?
No, Jacksonville's actually not bad this year.
They're 2-5.
Yeah, but they've been playing
almost-
good games.
Dude, the game
They
was
almost
so
won
close
too.
as fuck.
Christian
Yeah,
Kirk
you
cut on the
can't-
1
That's
yard
what I'm
line.
saying.
But you
All right,
can't
all
keep
right, all right, all
almost
right.
doing this. They're on a 4-game losing streak. You can't do that.
Let's look
Yeah.
at their schedule real quick.
Good teams
Week
don't
one,
lose 2 games in a
Week
row.
1, Titans, impressive win in Tennessee, 21-20.
Titans aren't as good as they were,
But
though.
week 1, we're talking
Week
week
one,
one. They
week
go
one.
into
That's big,
Nashville.
that's
like
big.
a lot of people.
And what? It was still a close game.
Who is this? The
21-20.
Giants?
Giants. And then we have Panthers. They're trash. Easy
Yeah.
dub.
The
Cowboys lost. Shut up.
L.
Shut up.
Fucking
Bears.
bitch.
They beat the Bears. Okay. Packers, impressive win. They go into Green Bay and beat the Packers.
It was in London.
Sorry, they go into London and they beat London.
Exactly.
Or they
All London games are a sham.
No, they're fucking not. You're
If
making-
that was
you're
Lambeau,
ma-
that's a fucking
you're
L.
making- no,
Yeah,
you're
it
making,
is.
You're
If that's
making,
in Lambeau, that's
you're
a
making
fucking
an
L.
excuse,
It
you're
is.
making excuses for us.
Stop. He
You're
knows
making
it's
excuses.
true.
They
It
beat-
is.
They beat Baltimore in Baltimore. Impressive win.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah,
But it was
yeah.
also a fluke.
It was. It was.
How was it a fluke?
At the
How?
end, bro.
It doesn't matter. They came back and won the game.
I mean, whatever. It is a win. A win's a win, but
Lamar-
they have been getting so goddamn lucky.
Yeah,
well,
they
we're-
what 3
we're gonna
turnovers
get
in the last Lamar because he threw that pick and then he
Yep.
got the fumble and then it's like.
we're gonna get a lot of answers.
But hey, luck isn't. That's not the NFL. You win the game, you win the game.
We're gonna
They
get a lot
find
of-
ways to win, right?
We're gonna get a lot of questions answered because this week's game is very enticing. Two
Keep
teams.
doing it. Though.
Two teams that I think a lot of people are wondering how legit they are. Giants, Seahawks this weekend
Facts. Yeah.
in
a good
New
one.
York. Now, if the
No,
Giants
it's in
beat,
Seattle.
Faker Bowl.
It's in Seattle.
is it in Seattle?
Yeah.
The Faker Bowl.
It is in Seattle.
That's
Now-
dude. Give me
Okay,
the
so if the,
fucking Seahawks.
if the Giants win this week, are you gonna still say? Are people still gonna say they're getting lucky?
Yeah.
DK got hurt.
Depending on
That
how they
changes a little bit.
depending on how they
Yeah,
win.
I
Okay,
still
so if
think it's
but if
Giants.
Seattle wins, are we saying Seattle's a legit football team?
Still no.
Kenneth
If they beat
Walker's a dog.
if they beat a 6-1 football team, are we gonna be like maybe Seattle's good?
That division, it's got to be
This
either
is what this is-
Niners or
this is
Rams,
what you love
right?
and
I
hate
don't
about
see.
the NFL though, because we're sitting here talking about how a 6-1 team is lucky, but we're saying if a 4-3 team beats a 6-1 team, then people are gonna be like, "Oh, Seattle's the real deal." Like,
I'm
you know
still
what I
not
mean?
giving them credit on that.
It's all about how you finish. You can start out,
It
you know.
is.
Exactly.
Look at the Cardinals.
It
They
is.
can start out
You're
7
right,
and 0.
You're right. You're right.
It's all about how you finish. It's all about when you peak.
Yes.
Look
Down
at the
the
Bengals.
stretch, down
Look at
the
the
stretch.
Bengals last year. Where they
Steelers were
finished 9 and 8.
that one year. And
Yeah.
they got dogged.
Exactly.
Same thing with Cardinals. They
Yep.
were 7-0, got dogged. Like
The
And-
Bengals were 9 and 8. They finished. They made it to the Super Bowl.
And that's the thing too.
Bengals were also 0-3 at one point, and
Yeah.
they're all the way back.
Both of those teams,
They're all the way back.
Seahawks,
Yeah, the Bengals are balling.
Bengals
Seahawks
are
and Giants
balling.
can both run the ball down the stretch. That's important.
Is Saquon the best running back in the league though?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of.
I think he's the best.
I think he's best.
Right now,
Tell me
this
someone
year
who's
he's the
better,
best.
right? Tell me someone who's better right now. Like,
I mean, Henry had 3 100-yard games back
Yeah,
to back
Henry's
to back.
been balling.
yeah,
but-
but
Austin Eckler, God, the last 3 weeks.
at least right now,
Eckler has 8 touchdowns in the last 4 weeks.
No, yeah, he
I
does.
don't think he's better than Saquon. though.
Chubb's balling, isn't he?
8 touchdowns in the
Chubb's
last
balling,
4
but-
weeks.
Chubb's leading. But yeah, give me
I think Saquon's still
give me
the number one guy,
Saquon,
isn't he?
most explosive player.
Eckler 8 touchdowns in the last 4 weeks.
He's eating, but that's also because they have nobody else.
And he catches like 10 passes a game.
because he needs to.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to get hurt
they
soon.
drop everybody in the
low-key
cover
is-
4.
Chubb low-key, he's leading the league in rushing.
Yeah,
He's beating Saquon
Chubb's
by
always
4
been-
yards. He's got
yeah.
Chubb's got 8 tutties.
workhorse.
Chubbs will stay a dog. Dog.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
dog.
Roquan Smith's got the most tackles right now. They got to pay.
Roquan's
that man.
having
He's
a
got
year.
78 tackles.
Hey, he had
Oh
a
my
pick and a
God.
forced fumble last game, too. Didn't he
Yeah.
have a pick? He's been having a
Damn,
hell
bro,
of a year.
Parsons is second in the NFL in sacks right now with 7.
He'll be the highest paid
No,
linebacker
he's
in the
about to
league,
get
probably.
8 because he just petitioned to have his
And
last.
they're not going to give it to him.
Yeah, he is.
They petitioned to have J.J. Watt sack that broke the record to have that count, and they didn't give that to him. You think?
Oh yeah, probably because his brother's a douche.
You're saying J.J. Watt's a douche?
No, T.J. Watt.
Yeah, I said T.J. Watt.
No, you said J.J.
Did I say J.J.?
I think
Got
you
him!
said-
Okay,
You
well,
said
whatever.
JJ.
You know exactly what
They're all
fucking-
douches.
Parsons will never sniff the sack record, so why don't you relax over there, big guy? But dude, you just got me-
$100 on that?
You got me hot.
Nah, don't do that. That's
If
tough.
Parsons ever wait, what is it? 22 and a half?
22 and a half, right?
22 and a half.
Oof.
Fuck yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially the era when TJ Watt was playing against dog shit
What do you mean?
quarterbacks.
TJ Watt is in the same era.
What was his injury this year?
Torn pec. He actually just started practicing. He's in the 21-day
Yeah,
window.
remember they paid him all that money. He just wanted to sit out the first 9 games, I think.
Does that make a difference for the Steelers?
Fuck yeah, it does. We're
Yeah.
literally 1-9
Yeah,
without him.
they can only win if he plays.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Apparently, except last week.
God, I cannot wait until Dallas fucking crashes and burns this year like they always do. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, if they get in, it's a first round exit usually.
Oh, first round exit for sure.
Yeah,
This guy
Agreed.
celebrates fucking playoff losses.
He said, "Yeah."
it could be.
That's the same for the Vikings. It's probably the same thing
No,
for the
you're in
Vikings.
the
stop
same
it.
boat as us,
No,
dude.
Same
Vikings
boat.
are a legit team this year.
They
I'm
are.
sold on them.
No, they are.
I'm
But
sold on them.
we're
like
both
her.
fakers until we win one playoff.
We'll see how we do.
We're both fakers until we
We're
play.
winning games by
That's
we're the
thing.
same team we were last year, but now we're winning instead of losing in the last minute. And it's the coaching staff. We have a way better coaching staff than we
And
do.
everybody's happy to be there.
Everyone's happy to be there. We have a player's coach, O'Connell. He's a
Yeah.
great guy. He's
Okay,
he's
well,
out
Zimmer
there.
was a cock.
I do want
The
to
last 3 years, he was a.
Nobody
he,
liked him.
Yeah, and that's you can't play if you don't like the coach. You know, it's kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
just
we
like,
know.
While we have this up,
Yeah.
well, I mean, because we were talking about this game, which honestly is probably the game that I'll keep my eye on the most, the Giants-Seahawks game this weekend, is the Geno experience proving to be
Frappuccino.
Geno Frappuccino. Is this proving to be like some sort of success story for Seattle and showing that maybe Geno can be a legit guy for this team to build around?
no, he's
You
32
don't
years
think so?
old.
Well, not
Geno
build
should get the bag right
let
now.
Me let me rephrase that. Maybe not build
3
around.
year, $35 million.
Maybe not build around, but is Geno a
That's
guy?
not really the bag for a quarterback,
For
but
him.
for Geno, yeah.
Is
Geno.
Geno proving to be a guy that Seattle can bring a young quarterback in, have him sit for a couple years, kind of like what Green Bay did with Favre and Rodgers, bring in a team that can
Geno is not far.
be okay, but you get
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
yeah,
I
I know.
think-
Get what I'm saying.
I think the Seahawks are hanging on. I don't see him having a successful year. No, they're 3-4.
They're
I
4-3.
Are they 4-3
Yeah,
or
they're
3-4?
They're 4-3.
Yeah,
No, they're 3-4.
No.
They're 4-3.
They're leading the division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're first in the division.
they're first.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see them. I think the Niners get it together, and the Niners or the Rams get it together too. I don't see the Rams.
They have too many good players on the roster.
I just don't see them being this Super Bowl slump for much longer, right? And I don't know. I think just
No,
when you
I
look
don't-
at that division,
I
if
think
the
they're on-
Seahawks
I
win
think
it,
they're
that'd be
Super Bowl hangover.
yeah.
This is so common. We see this all the time. We see
Yeah.
it. Unless you were the Patriots in the early 2000s, every team has a Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah.
Literally every team.
And that's why I'm saying I think the Niners and the Rams get it together, and I just don't know if the Seahawks they have to keep that success all the way to win to even get that's a hard division.
Mm-hmm.
One of the hardest divisions in football. You
Even
can
the
say.
Cardinals could start turning it on with D-Hop back.
They play the Giants this weekend, then they play the Cardinals again next week, which I think will be a dub.
That's tough. With
think
D
it'll
Hop
be
back,
done.
I think it changes the game for the Cards.
I know, but
It opens it up a little bit more.
No, it definitely does. Like,
But
I'm not-
as long as Cliff is in,
I'm not going to be
is in the
I'm
driver's
not
seat,
going to
it's
be a
gonna be tough.
hater. I'm not going to be because I do also want to talk about that. I don't know. There's something about this Cardinals team that still I don't think they have it. But and then
Probably Cliff.
They play the Bucks in 2 weeks, so there's definitely going to be a couple games after this one that is going to really test the Seattle team. Like I think this New York Giants game this weekend, I think that's a real test. But we were saying the same thing for the Chargers game last week. You know, a lot of people were picking the Chargers to end this Seahawks little run that they were having with Geno, and Geno still came out, and I mean,
This is the time
the
where
dude's
you
got
see.
11 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions.
He's throwing dots too. He's throwing dots.
He's throwing sometimes.
No, he's making good throws, and he's not. He's
But they just lost
winning them
CK.
games. He's not losing them games like he used to in New York.
I mean, he's been in the league 10 years now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It's a lot.
you would hope he learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or 8-9
I
years.
forgot
something.
he was even with the Chargers at
Yeah.
one point.
Jets, Giants, Chargers.
It's crazy.
They lost DK though, so you have to be interested to see where that goes with Lockett.
Not long term though. They released that
No,
today. It's not long term.
Yeah, he just got hurt, right? His ankle
Yeah.
or something.
He's gonna be out at least I think a couple games.
Yeah,
Two
that
or
one might
three.
be a high ankle sprain or something like that.
He's gonna be out a couple games. I mean, Kenneth Walker also is
He's
a
been turning up.
fucking dog.
He's a
I
dog.
love
Dog. And
I love him.
he's still their second running back.
I
They're
love-
waiting to get their first running back back. So like Penny.
Penny. He's probably gonna play though. Walker's probably gonna take that
Who
spot.
am I?
Two-headed punch though.
Penny's.
Yeah.
Depth at running back. We're
I thought
talking
Penny
about
was out
depth.
for the year. No.
No, I think he's coming back.
Oh,
I think Penny's done.
Is he?
thought he was out for the
I'm
year.
pretty sure Penny's done.
I think he was out for the
Oh,
year.
all right. My bad then.
He might be. I don't know.
Well, Walker,
Yeah, he's on IR. He's on IR.
you better get that money, Walker.
He's. Oh yeah, he's done. He had out for the year.
Beamer
And
wore the
cleaned
croc
up.
cleats in the
as of
game last
October
week.
10th. Yeah.
Clean. Shout out Beamer, croc cleats.
Okay, well, yeah, you know, I'm pretty excited to see how the Seattle team's going to be, and damn, there's just a lot. There's just so much going on right now in the NFL. It's crazy.
Like I said, that division, I just don't see the Rams and the Niners being,
The Rams, or I think
I see them turning things around.
I think the Niners will pick it up. They have no choice. I mean,
Yeah,
they traded-
exactly.
They don't have a draft pick till 2026.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
The Niners will be
They
they'll
are
be fine.
banking everything on this CMC trade.
Yeah.
And he looked good. He looked pretty good last
I mean,
week.
they're one of the most well-built teams. Them and the Bills are probably the most well-built teams in the league right now.
Yeah, I
Right.
can agree. I think my
Offense and defensive side, you could probably say that.
my big question mark for San Francisco is still the quarterback position
Yeah.
because Jimmy G, we've seen them lead the 49ers to the NFC Championship, to a Super Bowl. Right now, he's not looking like that same guy, and that's why I'm a little worried in terms of what kind of team really is San Francisco. Because San Francisco is a team, in my opinion, that can still go into anywhere and beat anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But once it comes playoff time and they're playing against, like, the real deal, like, is Jimmy G going to be good enough this year to...
He has before, though.
But that's... And I agree with you, but this year he's looking a little shaky. He's
Yeah.
not looking like he's... They looked good last week against Kansas City for a bit. Even when they were down still, they were putting together some drives. Kansas City, we already said, is just too fucking good.
They came out good, but
They're too good at football. Like,
Yeah.
it's astonishing to me how, like, good they really are. Because I remember when they drafted Patrick Mahomes, I was kind of like, weird pickup, quarterback from Texas Tech. I personally had never heard of him, like, and he's literally his first NFL season as a starter throws 50 touchdowns. Like,
yeah, he's probably first for MVP this year too.
You want to hear something
Mahomes?
crazy?
Yeah.
I think it's probably between, like, him and
Hurts maybe.
Allen for sure. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Here, I want to
Hurts
hear
too.
both your guys' opinion on this. Well, everybody's. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say Hurts is also in that talk for MVP.
Hurts, I think, will die down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles.
His
I don't
stats
think
are
that
kind of-
goes.
compared to other guys, his stats are kind of
I'm
starting.
not doing much anymore.
They're
Seems like
impressive.
the past
but, like,
couple weeks, they're getting figured out in the second half too. Even against the Cowboys, they
yeah,
kind of
they're
got
gonna get
figured out in the second
this
half.
weekend.
So Patrick Peterson said on his podcast
They almost
that
lost to the
he's
Cards.
going to pick off Kyler Murray twice on Sunday, and he has a special celebration planned, especially if it's going to get moved to prime time. So
Wait, who said that?
Patrick Peterson.
We play the Cards.
You guys play the Cardinals?
Yep,
This week?
Mhm.
Oh my god, I hope you guys put 40 on them.
me too. But
Jesus.
Nah, we'll probably go up and then
Let's
let
talk
them come
about that
back and then win in the last minute.
Let's talk about that. No, let's talk about that after the tweet. What do you say?
what?
I said it on his
Peterson?
podcast.
Yeah, on his podcast, he said he's picking off Kyler twice on Sunday. His special celebration planned. That makes me want to book D-Hop.
Patrick
overs.
Peterson is he's so corny for that. He's not that good anymore.
He sucks now,
He's not that good for him anymore.
Nah,
bro.
he's not as
not-
fast,
He's
right?
not
been
that
getting
good, though,
exposed.
anymore.
He's
that
not
good,
as
though,
fast,
anymore.
but his ball skills are
Yeah,
still
still-
immaculate. He
No,
made like
I
4
agree.
pass breakups at
I'm
He
one
can
just
play
saying.
underneath too, but if you get him on like, he'll
but
get.
they try
outright.
not to put him on like too fast. The receivers, they'll just dust him.
He's not that good anymore to be.
He's not
saying,
as fast as he was.
I'm gonna pick you off twice in a game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if Jalen Ramsey came
got a
out
pick
and said
last
that,
week.
I'd be like,
Off of
yeah,
that
Teddy
comeback.
B.
Yeah,
that
that's
shit,
it, but
that
come
shit
back.
where they were celebrating and the
Yeah.
guy came in at the
Did
last.
the
Everyone-
waddle, yeah.
Everybody was
Oh, yeah.
Because
celebrating.
everybody was doing the Dolphins started doing the gritty
Yeah.
on you guys, and then you guys and then you
I
guys
love
came
how petty
back
NFL players are. Like
So
that, bro.
petty on the
Literally,
celebrations.
They do one celebration and the whole defense.
because it was in
Yeah, Jalen
Minnesota,
Hurts-
so they all started grittying on him, and then
Yeah,
they
dude.
started doing the gritty back.
Yeah, Jalen hit the gritty on us when he was
Yeah.
waxing us.
It's God, that's gonna be such a good game. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I had no idea. Well, hey, let's talk about it because I want to talk about the Cardinals. I want to talk about the Vikings while you're here.
Yeah,
Well, let's hear it. What do you think is gonna happen this weekend?
like I said, they'll go up, and then the Cardinals will go up, and then they'll win in the last minute of the game.
Cardinals?
No, the Vikings.
Vikings will go up because Cardinals suck in the first half.
Well-
Our defensive scheme is the
Well,
runs
how,
out.
how are the Cardinals in the morning? It's a 10 a.m. game.
Is it?
Cardinals suck. Yeah, they only play in the afternoon.
Is it in Arizona?
No, it's in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I love that,
Give me Minnesota.
bro.
Kirk
They're a bad
Cousins-
first half team. They're
Kirk
gonna be bad
Cousins,
in the
10 a.m.
morning.
Baby, we
They're
like
bad.
that.
They're gonna be bad in the morning.
I think it'll be a
Right?
That
very.
Seattle game was 10, I think. Oh no, Seattle game was
No,
1.
yeah. I think Cardinals, all their games have been at 1.
Yeah, they
No,
always
they've
play
had a
in the
couple 10
evening.
games this year.
No, they play in the evening.
Yeah, they've been playing
All their
midday.
games have
I'm
been
pretty
at
sure,
1.
yeah.
Pretty
no.
sure they're all at 1.
And the Vikings always play in the
No
morning.
fucking way.
Yeah.
They've
I'm
had at
pretty-
least
I'm-
one 10
I'm pretty
o'clock.
We
game.
always
No.
play in the morning.
This is their first one. I think Vikings.
I think it is the first one in the morning.
Yeah, Kirk looks to wake up and
I
get
think
to work.
that game's
Oh yeah,
tough.
it's a
Yeah, he's
10
in
a.m.
there.
game. Kirk's throwing 5 touchdowns.
That's what
are
I'm
we talking
saying.
about? What the fuck?
We're on that.
Kirk's
Hey.
gonna hit the skedaddle.
Well, you know what? We've been talking about this in the past. What do you think about Vikings landing OBJ? You think they have an opportunity of getting him?
Nah.
No, you
What?
don't think so?
We don't need him. He's not gonna go there, and we don't have room. Did you see that list I sent you with the bottom? With the last, we had the least amount of cap space in the whole league.
I
We have
would-
like $1 million. That's all we have left.
I don't
Because
know.
they picked up Zadarius Smith,
Yeah.
signed him for 3 years. Justin Jefferson's gonna be the highest paid receiver in the league next year. After this year,
Yeah.
no, we don't get OBJ.
The way
OBJ's
I-
gonna go somewhere.
But he wants
That-
to be on a team that's a contender. You know
Yeah,
that.
but we just don't.
Yeah, but OBJ's at a point now where you can throw $1 million at him and like.
If he signs a 1 year for $1 million, but he's not gonna do that.
Not a lot of teams.
Got to be 1 year.
He's gonna
tender.
get-
Not a
yeah,
lot
he's
of
gonna
teams
get at
are
least-
gonna give him like.
But a
these-
mill's too low.
Yeah, but
That's
You already
all we
said
have.
the Rams deal was way too low.
I sent you that list. We have.
oh yeah, but the Rams deal was like only
$4
like
million.
300,000. No, it was 300,000 at first, and then they came back and offered him something bigger, and they were saying he was being petty and like didn't like the first offer, so he's like, oh, I want to maybe go see if there's other options.
Yeah. Either way, what's your opinion on this? I from a quarterback's perspective, I don't want to bring OBJ in because of Kirk. Kirk is playing so well right now, being able to look at Justin Jefferson as his main target.
The Browns have so much cap space.
They don't. They have the weapons. They don't need OBJ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't want a Baker situation Kirk because Kirk is already playing so well, so consistent right now with Jay Jettis as his clear number one and Thielen as his number two. You got KJ Osborne as the 3 and the 2 running backs.
Osborne's
And
nice.
you got Irv Smith who's
They need to
eating.
get him involved more.
He's nice.
And you got Irv Smith who's eating. I don't want to bring in OBJ and cloud up the rest of those targets because everybody knows those targets are getting distributed equally right now.
Yeah.
You bring OBJ in, he needs 5-7 targets a game at least.
But I mean, right along that lines, the game that we lost against the Eagles, everything was almost trying to force JJ. You know, his 2 picks were just to force JJ.
And you guys
He
got
did that-
Rager too.
He
I
has-
forgot.
Yeah.
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 Gadget guy. He
Hey, he
gets
got a
touches.
touchdown.
He gets touches.
But I mean, you can already see that trend going with Justin Jefferson. And Kirk has 5 picks this year, and he had 7 last year. He has 5 through 7 games this year 5
really
through
2 of them
3
are
against the
I was
Eagles.
gonna say 2 of them are for sure because he was forcing it to.
It's a new
Jefferson
offense
game.
too. O'Connell's a big pass. He's never been. The Vikings have always been run
I like
first,
O'Connell
And now we're
a
pass
lot.
first.
How do you feel about O'Connell?
I like O'Connell.
Yeah, he's nice.
I like it too. It takes
It's a
lot
good
of-
switch. They fired the GM, new GM. He's like an analytics guy. He's good too.
Takes a lot of stress off of Dalvin going into the season. Like right
We
now,
didn't
we've
even mention him.
we
Dalvin
haven't
talked
seen him
about
be
weapons.
hurt really because he's taking minimal carries. Madison also gets his
Yeah,
touches.
Madison's nice.
That's gonna
Madison's
be
a dog.
that's gonna be
He'll be
pit-
gone next year though.
Yeah,
He'll be a
unfortunately.
number 1 somewhere probably.
Unfortunately.
low key. But
He's
that,
number 1 back.
right now, that's pivotal though. Going down to the stretch, having 2 healthy running backs and being able to give Dalvin the workload in playoff time. That's very
The
important.
Vikings offense doesn't worry me. It's our defense and our defensive scheme. We have Ed
Facts.
Donatel and he runs a 3-4 cover 4 shell the whole game. You saw it against Jalen Hurts. He was just throwing dots in the passing zones.
Yeah, he loves
5
those.
yarders, 6 yarders.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's our thing is like bend, don't break. That's the theme of the defense. Is like you don't give up the big plays,
Yeah.
but when you have good quarterbacks, they just
no offense,
chunk
but
yards,
the Vikings
you know,
never play good
little
against
ones.
the Eagles.
You gotta
Yeah.
get
Eagles are
hit.
like the
they
Eagles,
always have our
the
number.
Eagles are like your teams. Like every team has like a
Yeah,
team
they had
that
our numbers.
Play bad against like the Eagles. I feel like over the years have consistently.
Ours is
been
the Broncos.
Yeah, dude. But even our games,
Browns.
everyone
We
comes
have
back on us.
multiple. Actually, the Raiders are a team that we continue to lose to for some reason. I don't fucking know why. We're probably gonna lose to them this year as well.
Yeah, our defensive scheme is tough. Even all the games that we won, everyone's came back on us.
It's frustrating,
We
but I like
we
it.
let
I
Teddy
like
beat though
it.
350 yards in 3 quarters last week.
Yeah.
Holy shit, for real.
Yeah, Waddle had like 140 and Tyreek had 170.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild. I didn't know that. Well,
They almost came back.
I
Very
think.
close.
The Bears almost beat, bro. Everyone has been coming back on the Vikings because of our defense.
Yeah, but that's just I think the kind of football that we're seeing now. Like,
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You
type
guys
of-
were losing those games last year, and now you're winning them.
and now we're winning
the
them.
type of game.
Our 2-minute drill has been immaculate.
Football really is turning into like it's really not over until
Yeah.
the very end. Like,
And I think that's the
it's
idea.
really not over
Yeah.
until the end of the game. Like we're seeing so many teams like. We're seeing so many more comeback wins. We're seeing a lot more closer
Seeing teams
games,
win
like,
with offense instead of win with defense
Yeah.
at the end.
And that's the idea. I think that's why he brought, because you know, a head coach brings their guys in. I think he brought that guy in because he was like, you know, we're going to do
Yeah.
enough on offense to where
Yeah.
if you guys don't give up the big plays on defense, then we could be successful.
Yep. Good point.
No, it's like, which is honestly is a beautiful trend in my opinion because a lot of times when it's a blowout game, like it's cool to see your team win a blowout game for sure, but like it's also really entertaining when like
Come back.
when there's a comeback constantly or like the game is playing close.
Or
Like,
you're
every
stressing to
game.
see if your team can clutch at
That's
the end when
every
the other
game.
team is clutching. Yeah, I mean,
For the
I-
Vikings,
yeah.
that's every game.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, literally like
Luckily, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Just
And this
us
year-
scoring enough points.
Yeah, and like you said, this year they're winning them instead of losing them. I'd rather be 5-1 than be losing every game in the last minute
Facts.
than be
Yeah, tell me.
2-5.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, yo.
Well, let's fucking talk about let's talk about the fucking team you guys are playing then, huh?
On his fucking head.
Let's talk about the Cardinals. I want to talk about D-Hop a little bit. Do you actually think D-Hop makes a difference with this team? Do you think D-Hop coming
Yes.
back
100%.
catapults the Cardinals
We already saw that he
to
did.
be
Changes the defense.
to be a legitimate team again?
Changes how
Change
schemes.
other schemes.
Now,
100%.
do you think this is going to fix their problems?
Look at their back end. Look at their back end of the year last year. With the last 6 games, they were
Do you
horrible
think
without
this-
D-Hop.
Do you think this fixes the problems in Arizona, though?
No.
Does D-Hop coming back and the Cardinals having success, does this mask how bad of a coach Cliff has been? Does this mask the decision-making that Kyler Murray has made? Do we still have problems in Arizona?
Yes.
The issue.
Cliff will always be a problem.
Is
as long
Cliff's
as he's
job
there.
is Cliff's job still somewhat in question, regardless
Well,
of
they just
how well
extended
they
him.
do? What they did just extend him, but if they okay, let me propose this to you. If they rip off a bunch of wins now, D-Hop is clearly the guy who helps them win all these games. Do you as an organization look at your team and say, clearly this one guy is making a difference on our team? Is the staff that we have right now, coaching staff, GM, quarterback, are these the guys that we want for the future?
I think the way you look at it is the issues presented themselves as glaring on that Thursday night. The argument that Cliff and Kyler got on the field without helmets on, him screaming, chill the fuck out, chill the fuck out, chill the fuck out.
Calm the fuck down.
Calm
is
the
what
fuck
he was
down.
saying.
That's quote
That
unquote.
is so. I'm not even trying to be a Cardinals hater, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to say that is so bad.
Yeah.
Like quarterback saying that to your
Exactly.
head coach on national TV.
In front of everybody with no helmet on. Like, you're supposed to keep your helmet on for that shit. Like, no cap. Like, him taking his
Should've got a
helmet.
flag.
Him taking his helmet off and showing the world, like, that's how you feel.
D-Hop trying to separate him. as
Exactly.
well. Like,
That's where the issue presents itself. Like, no matter what D-Hop does, he had 10 catches for however many yards. Their relationship not being formidable shows the team will not be sustainable down the stretch. When the tough when it gets tough, though one of those two is going to break and it's going to come to a head. Like the boiling point has already been met, and we see that there is tension there no matter what way you look at it.
Cliff was kind of looking at him like, okay, like fucking relax, like
Yeah, he was like, chill, we're on
yeah,
TV,
like-
motherfucker. Like,
And that was the
you
thing,
might
like-
do this in my office, but we can't do this right here.
everybody was watching that game. It was a national.
Exactly.
That was a national game. Like
That shows Kyler really cares beyond the point of giving a fuck anymore. Cares about showing Cliff that he's a big fat dumbass in front of everybody.
If it comes down to it, they'll take Kyler. I mean, they just
Yeah,
give him
100%.
$250
We've already
million.
said that.
without a doubt.
That's why he kind of says the point of, despite Cliff being extended, like, he would be the first to go.
Yeah.
If something came out at the end of the season that like, oh, the quarterback head coach can't work together, they are for sure going to pick to keep Kyler.
Yeah.
Just
Without a
because
doubt.
if
That's how it would probably be in any situation when you're looking at a star-studded quarterback and a decently star-studded head coach just because of his name and the extension he just got.
Yeah.
I mean, he got his extension because of Kyler and vice versa. But we're finding out who got who what now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, we got another problem in Arizona, though. Modern Warfare 2 comes out on Friday.
Oh.
So Kyler is going to be
That's
in
a-
for that. You know that.
Take Viking spread. Put 1,000 on it.
Facts.
Low key.
Skyler's on the team plane right now with his Xbox.
So
Playing
minus
fucking Call of
3.5 for Vikings?
Yeah, that's what it's at right now.
Yeah, do you think he brought his Xbox to Minnesota? Because I think they're there already, no? Or do they probably fly out Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. They're probably kicking it.
You got like a day and a half that it just released.
Jay Jets be gaming hell.
Well, they're gonna do team walk. They're gonna do team.
They leave on
he's
Friday.
gonna for sure probably hit one of these. It's gonna be Saturday night. And he's gonna for sure hit one of those. we've all been there before. Just one more, and then it turns out being 3 o'clock in the morning, and this guy's like, "Fuck, I got a game in 5 hours."
Fuck, I'm so close to third prestige.
Bro,
Stays up.
low key, I kind of hope somebody pays attention to that because he has a Twitch stream, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Jay Jets streams all the time.
Bro,
But, like, what if-
Kyler
what if-
has to have a burner.
What if somebody
Yeah.
what if somebody
He
takes
has
a
to have a burner
screenshot?
gaming
What if
account.
like I really hope that happens. Like what if like something comes out Sunday morning that somebody tweeted and it's like Kyler Murray online and like the screenshot shows like 2 in the morning.
Who
like,
said that? Didn't someone say they got on only to see if their friends were on?
Chubb bought an Xbox
Yeah, Nick
just to
Chubb.
get on
See if his friends were on
PlayStation
so
to
he
see-
could text them.
text them to get off and go to
No
bed.
fucking way. That's
Yeah.
real.
So I just put my shit on offline.
Yeah,
That's real?
or
Hide it.
Kyler has to have a burner gaming account.
Yeah.
Damn near at this point, just so nobody knows when he's online or not.
Fuck no, dude. Kyler's probably got one gamer tag and
K1.
it's probably Phase K1.
Phase K1.
What is his gamer tag? Do
I don't
we have
know.
a console
I don't
on
know.
that?
I think it's literally Phase K1. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Gang.
I think that's what it is. But,
It'll be a good game.
Yeah,
I think
don't-
it'll be a great game. Those
Yeah.
the Cardinals Vikings games always end up being really
Yeah,
good
they're
games.
Yeah, we
explosive.
should have beat him.
They're
We
always really
I feel
good.
like
missed the-
nobody
They
ends
always
up
come
playing
down-
defense,
They
huh?
always come down to the last minute.
Yeah.
My brother was at the game last year when
We were there too.
when
Yeah,
they
I was
missed
there.
when Minnesota
Yeah.
missed that field goal.
Uh-huh.
That was tragic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
My
we
brother-
were waxing him. We let him come back.
My brother Connor fucking hates he hates Cardinals fans because he said as they were leaving the game last year, other Cardinals fans were going "Skull,"
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Stupid.
he hates them because of that, dude. But that's the shitty thing. If your team has a chant, if you lose, like
Yeah.
it's you're bound to
Vikings
get
fans
roasted.
don't. We already
Viking
know what
fans
we're
don't give a
about. We
shit.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a
We've
shit.
been to 4 Super Bowls, lost them all. We're ready for all the hurt.
Yeah,
Ready for whatever.
We missed so many game-winning field goals. We're cursed.
I do want to move on, and because I know Sam actually brought it to our attention, trade deadline is coming up. We're on the midst of the trade deadline. There's a lot of players being talked about moving. We've kind of already touched on a little bit of trade deadline stuff as well. Are there any teams that you guys are looking at or keeping your eye on, a team specifically or multiple teams that you're looking at to make a big-time trade that will either
Eagles
change
did
the
it.
balance,
yeah, the
that will
Eagles
either
one was-
change the balance of their season and help them maybe get a playoff push, or a team that's already on that way that's like a player that's gonna basically put them over the mountain.
Yeah, Steelers. I heard they're tanking, shipping everyone out.
I fucking wish.
The Eagles was a big trade. Robert Quinn's
Yeah,
a big
Quinn's
trade.
Quinn's a
Quinn's
huge
big
guy.
Yeah, but the Eagles.
He hasn't been doing a lot
that's
this
what
year,
I'm
but he had
saying.
18 and a half sacks last
The
year.
difference between the Eagles are already a team that people are talking about going to the Super Bowl. They make a big time trade like that. Are there any teams that you guys are maybe thinking like, oh, they're kind of on that, like the Packers, for example? They're struggling right
They
now.
need a receiver.
Maybe a big time trade can help them out. Like
I mean, we all know it. If the Bills get OBJ, everyone's
Niners
fucked.
kind of just did it with McCaffrey.
I thought
you
they
know?
would got McCaffrey.
Even like a
Bills?
team like
Yeah, that
even
would
a
have been
team like
insane.
New York. Like New York is honestly, in my opinion, New York's a wide receiver away, a legit wide
Who,
receiver.
They don't
Giants
have
or Jets?
nobody.
Giants. The
Who
Giants.
they got?
are-
Who's in one now? Darius Slayton, Kenny Galladay. What?
Slayton's number
Galladay
one.
ain't doing anything.
Galladay's a name.
Shepard's tore his knee again.
Yeah.
Galladay is a name that I'm
Non-contact.
keeping my
Daniel
eyes on.
Bellinger. He's
He
retired.
got hurt again.
Oh
He
no.
got hurt too.
Galladay and Tony. Honestly, that's the thing that I'm.
Tony's-
Like,
Oh, that Wan'Dale Robinson's kind of nice.
Yeah.
He's emerged.
oh, okay, for New York.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
either
These are two.
and
or three.
Slayton.
Yeah, there's a couple big. I think.
Sills is the X.
Yeah.
I think honestly, what's
Kenny
going
Galladay
on,
got paid and he hasn't done
He hasn't
anything.
done shit, bro.
Yeah,
$70
they
million
hate
deal.
him. They hate him
Like
in New
that's
York.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
New York has a lot of. New York is in a good position right now. They could trade Tony and Galladay and
I
get.
don't think anybody wants either of them.
Nah, I don't think anyone wants
I think
Galladay
people-
either.
I do think.
They're both dumb as
Yeah.
I think people would take a chance on both of them. I think people would maybe take a chance more on Tony because he is a young player. They're going to get him on a rookie contract.
Tony reminds me of AB so
They
much.
have a chance to, maybe refresh his image. I don't think anybody will trade for. I do think Galladay's a name that we could see, but I don't think anybody will really go out on a limb to trade for him because he could be. I don't know how much longer he's on his contract, but he's been with New York for 3 years now.
Oh, he's extended it.
Dude,
They
he got a
extended
big
it.
deal.
It's like 4
He's
years.
only been there with
72 million.
for 1 year.
Yeah, he was on the
This
Lions.
is the second
He
year
was-
of his
This
deal.
is his first
1
year.
year.
No, he wasn't on the Lions last year.
Yes,
Maybe
He was not. He was 1,000% on the Lions last year.
Well, then he didn't do anything for them either last year.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He
on
must
the
have been
Lions.
injured all year then.
He was
He was
Lions
hurt.
last year.
Well, yeah, he has 4 years left on his deal, bro.
Yeah, it was like a 4-year, 75
he gets
million
paid
or
like
something.
1.7 million a game, I think.
Yeah.
It's type shit.
Kenny Galladay.
He gets paid too much.
Yeah, he was on. Last year was his first year
On the Giants.
on the Giants.
He did pretty good, didn't he?
His contract. Yeah, he.
Oh,
didn't
he was
play.
hurt, huh, the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
His contract, I think, is like $70 million. I got it right here. His contract is
Yeah, 4 years, 75. 79?
$72 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. $72 million signing bonus. Oh, $17 million. His average salary is, oh my God, this contract is stupid.
Yeah,
you got
they
that.
they structured it really badly
He's
too.
a free agent 2025, so he's on the front end of this deal. Oh my God. Yeah, they did extend him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my God,
dude,
that is
he's proving out to
insane.
be one of the worst signings in NFL history. contract-wise and the way that they
He's
did
taking
it.
up $6 million in dead cap space right now.
Agent Todd France, Dak Prescott's agent.
Oh
Really?
my God! Yeah, and Dak Prescott got a fucking steal of a deal too.
Oh, Todd France is a dog.
Really?
Dog.
Oh my God! Yeah, signing bonus 17 mil is in.
Mugliata's the best, though.
His average salary
Mulligata,
is 18
David.
million.
Mulligata,
Yeah.
yeah. David is the
He's a
best.
dog.
He got $28 million guaranteed just at signing.
Yeah, his agent's a dog.
His total guarantees come out to $40 million,
Dog.
and he's not even playing a fucking down of football.
Yeah, I mean,
He's living the best life.
the Jets need
He's gotta
or
be.
the Giants need a receiver, but I don't know. Who wants to go to New York like that?
Well,
what if OBJ
OBJ
goes back
reunion.
there?
OBJ,
Yeah?
I could see OBJ going back there. They got the money, I think.
Does he want to go play with Daniel Jones, though? For
I
real?
like Daniel
Saquon's
Jones.
recruiting him.
See, but
though.
here's
He
this
said,
is
"Hey,
the
teammate."
thing. This is the thing with OBJ. The problem with
They're
OBJ
shooting at
is,
each other.
and I agree with you with what you're saying. Like he's
OBJ wants to go play for a good quarterback. He just played with Stafford
He
and
wants to go play with
felt
a
what it was
contender,
like to be a
though.
good quarterback.
I think he'd go back. I think he liked New York. I think there was just a
Gotta
bad
be the
breakup
Bills.
between the two, and I think now that
Yeah, the
they're
Bills would be just
It's got to
Bills
be
would
the
be
Bills.
crazy.
I don't know. I'm gonna pull up. Where is that at, Sam? You sent it to me last night. So he could come to Pittsburgh. We got $6 million.
Yeah. He wants to go to a contender, not a fucking tanking team.
So number one team right now in cap space, which I don't fucking understand.
The Browns.
Browns, $33 million in cap space right now. Where the fuck are they getting all this money? Same thing with the Panthers. Panthers got $10 million in cap space. What are they doing?
Well, the Browns don't have to pay Deshaun until a while. His first year will probably only make $1 million.
That's another
Yeah.
question. Do you, when Deshaun,
What's up with
Yeah,
that?
wait. When does he come back in?
week 13, when
Yeah, that's a
his-
tough one. Are the Browns gonna do something? If,
no,
Fuck,
If
what?
Jacoby can just like ride it
no,
to, like,
that's the problem. I don't think
5
they
and
will.
5,
I'm-
6 and
I'm-
5, and then
rusher,
I'm not
And then
even-
Deshaun
I'm-
comes
I'm
back?
not even trying to be a hater. I just don't think Cleveland will have a good enough record. And that's what I was going to ask you guys. When week 13,
what's their record now?
2-5.
Oof.
Yeah. When Cleveland, when Deshaun Watson comes back, say they're out of the playoffs. Cleveland can't make the playoffs at this point. Do you put Watson in for those last
Yeah, I
remaining
think
games?
he needs to get
Do you
accustomed
put him
again,
in?
right?
Do you put him in
He
and
needs
have
to
him
get
play,
his-
get some, get some of that rust out, or do you
100%.
sit him the rest of the year?
Nah, you gotta let him play.
'Cause he
He's got to
hasn't-
get accustomed. He's been playing what 750 days
He
or
hasn't-
something.
They were just talking about it on Pat the other day. The last time he threw a football was January 2021
In a game.
In a game,
in a game.
right?
Yeah,
in a game, January 2021.
it's been like 2 years.
So it's been 2
Almost
years.
2 years,
It's been
yeah.
almost 2 years.
I think you play him. I mean, why wouldn't you? He's gonna be your future quarterback. You gotta
I mean,
you gotta
damn
get him
near
back.
week 13 is
If you
in-
don't play him, he's what out 3 years before he plays an NFL game again.
Yeah,
Long
because if
time.
he doesn't, then yeah, it'll be it'll be almost 3 years. It'll be about 2 years. Week 13 will be like, what is that? We're week 8, so it'll be like December.
He's got to get comfy with the team. You got to get him in there.
Oh, 100%.
He needs to get his fucking.
Maybe not
He-
the last game,
he did
but
not-
at least the week he can come back.
He
I
did
think
not
you
look good in
play him.
preseason. He didn't, and I'm not trying to hate on him, like, because that was his first time playing in a long time. He did not look very good.
Probably was
Yeah.
tight. I hadn't had a massage in a while.
Wow.
My bad. My bad.
Wow.
If you get him at
Did you get your
Wow.
Deshaun jersey?
Oh my
If
God!
you get
Stop
him at-
this! I'm not getting a fucking Deshaun jersey. Enough with this.
I saw it in your cart.
Don't let the people think this.
you do have one, don't you?
I don't have a Deshaun Watson. No, I'm not even gonna entertain it. I'm not even gonna entertain it. This comes from the guy.
Let's go check the closet.
You know what he said to me? You know what he said to me the morning of the Steelers-Bucks game? I'm already out here watching the game. This guy wakes up and he goes, "Cooper, have you checked the front door?" And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "I think my Tom Brady jersey might be here." Literally, dude, 5 seconds this guy's been awake. I'm sitting over here like this, watching the fucking Steelers game because it's a close game already, and this guy comes out and says that shit.
Bro, it ruins my weekend when they win.
The Steelers.
Yeah, it ruins. How do you think I fucking feel when they lose?
I like
did-
the Steelers.
Yeah, it's okay, but
I like Pickett.
I like Pickett. He's got some things to work on. Steelers got.
I like Minka. Minka's a dog.
Minka's a dog. Steelers got a lot to
Trash.
figure out right now. I think Pickett. This is what pisses me off about.
Minka wasn't even on the top 100.
Which is so ignorant.
Wow.
So ignorant. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they put Mac Jones on there.
So ignorant that
They
he
put
was,
Kirk Cousins at 98.
bro. Cousins should have been higher.
They put Mac Jones over him at 85.
And Mac Jones is boop.
Yeah,
think
come
he's
on, man. The Kirk slander is
The
insane.
thing that pisses me off with Kenny Pickett is, like, a lot of, especially Steelers fans right now, and honestly, a lot of people on social media are getting on him and calling him bad already, and they're forgetting that he's a rookie quarterback. Like, it's almost like, and this is what I had a conversation with someone about this the other day. The way the NFL has been with all these high-scoring offenses, Bills, Chiefs, even the Eagles right now, like all these teams that score 30-plus points a game, like every fan base is now that's the new norm. Every fan base is expecting their team to go out there and light up the scoreboard every single week, and that's creating a problem in a lot of fan bases where if your team's not scoring 28 points a game, it's like everybody's going to immediately think, what's wrong? We're not good. We're never going to win a Super Bowl, blah, blah, which, like, I do have a little bit of belief in that where, like, in order to get to the Super Bowl, you definitely have to have an offense that can put up points at any point in time. But it's creating the stigma now that if you can't basically bury a team every single week, then, like, what are you doing as a franchise? And that's what I think Steelers fans, this is our first year without Big Ben. And, like, they're expecting us to be an incredible football team. Like, Kenny Pickett is going to struggle. He's a rookie quarterback. Like,
Well, going off of rookie quarterbacks, the league has changed. When you look at, I mean, if you just take Joe Burrow for an example, everyone is trying to get a rookie that is ready their first year because they're on their rookie contract and they have to pay everyone else on the team. So that's like the whole stigma is now is like they don't give quarterbacks time to develop. You got to come in. You have to be ready to take – because, I mean – Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl last year. He's on his rookie contract. That's what they expect now because they have to pay these teams. All the players on the team are getting paid. You know, Jamar's going to get paid. All those guys are going to get paid.
And if you're a good QB, you got to show it right out. Because
right out of the
gate. We're going to give you the money. You got to be good from the get-go.
Well, that's also
except Josh Allen.
That's also a problem.
Yeah. But, I mean, they're expecting that the
yeah.
quarterback is ready because they built this team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like you said, they don't – no rookie quarterback has time to develop anymore. It's automatic like you suck.
Well, look at the last couple quarterbacks, which is going to kind of contradict what I said. Herbert, he's immediately a dog. Mahomes, immediately a dog. Josh Allen, immediately a dog.
And Josh Allen was a little shaky.
Yeah, but he was again.
He was still good.
But he was still showing like he was in terms of when he got drafted. People were saying worst draft pick ever, but immediately he proved that wrong.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, immediately a dog. Mahomes, I think I said already. Joe Burrow, immediately a dog. Like all these these quarterbacks that have been getting drafted have like really come out and been like, holy shit, these guys are really good, and that's why I feel like. Every quarterback class from here on out is going to have so much pressure because it's like if you don't pan out, like you're immediately a bust. Like,
and that's how the teams are seeing it now. Like I said, they're just hoping that they can build the whole team, and then a rookie comes in while he's on his rookie contract, can't get extended till 3 years into his deal. You know, hope that within those 3 years, while they have him for that cheap price, that they can do something with it. So I mean, the Bengals have showed that. The Bengals won the Super Bowl last year.
To go back to the first question about the trade deadline, is there anybody that either the Chiefs or the Bills can acquire? Because I think we can all agree right now they're pretty similar playing field after they just played, and the Bills got the win, and we've seen what the Chiefs did after that to come back and whoop the dog shit out of the 49ers. I think we're still seeing that they're pretty level as far as when they meet in the playoffs or the AFC Championship, that it's still a toss-up. It is up in the air who could win. Is there any free agent acquisitions that are available right now that you could see for either team putting them over the hump or significantly trouncing the other, saying, okay, they have this player now, it's different?
Chiefs and Bills are in the bottom end on salary cap space. Chiefs are 21, the Bills are 30.
Well, Chiefs
So
made
30's got-
space, though, already.
Yeah, they can put something around,
the Chiefs
but
have been restructuring.
The Chiefs
Yeah.
have been
I
restructuring.
I think they were doing that for McCaffrey, and I think now that McCaffrey got traded, I don't think
they
Really?
like
the Chiefs are ready to go.
They like Isaiah,
Chiefs are
right?
ready to
Isn't Isaiah? He took the
Pacheco?
Isaiah, yeah, he took the
it's his starting
driver's seat in the
spot, yeah.
backfield.
He got the starting spot.
Yeah,
Over Clyde.
Last week.
He got
took the driver's seat.
yeah, he got
Really?
moved. He
Yeah.
got moved to first.
Clyde still scored a touchdown.
He
last
did.
week.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They said they're going to use Clyde more as the gadget, and Pacheco got the start.
kind of like
got the
what
start.
Green Bay is doing with Jones and Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. He's a dog. You were very high up on him. At the
I've
beginning
been
of the year.
saying
Isaiah?
all
He's been-
week. I've
I
been
saying-
drafted
He's a
him.
dog.
I drafted him in fantasy at the beginning of the year, and Weston's
not all
been
week,
like,
but-
he's been like saying don't. And I've started him a couple times, and he's gotten me like 12 points.
He's a
in
dog.
weeks.
He's about
He's
to
been
start
saying
going
it
up.
since week one when they took on the Cardinals. He had a pretty good game that week too.
Yeah, Pacheco is going to be the number one guy soon, and he is now. So yeah.
Pacheco's
There,
fast.
I can't think of
sick.
anybody.
Fast.
There's nobody. The only thing that I could think of for the Chiefs really is maybe a defensive player because I feel like they're set on offense. I feel like their defense has been their weakest
But if
link.
they got another weapon, that's
Maybe
'Cause
they're
you
secondary because Chris Jones is.
still got 9
Well, they
weeks.
still have Frank. I'm just saying. Since,
Injuries are still going to play a part.
100%,
We have to
I
think
agree.
about
Yeah,
it.
but look at their roster. They already have a lot of receivers. They're set on receivers.
They're not.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. He's Mahomes.
Watson is, I mean, yes, because of Mahomes, but Watson's
Kelce,
the guy that
everyone's
backs
just-
up the end, that Jake Watson guy.
Yeah. He
Remember-
caught a touchdown last week.
He
didn't
did. He's good for Mahomes.
Okay.
That's the last guy that gets in, and he is not good.
Is that 84?
Yes.
Okay.
But Kelsey plays 90%
They
of
got
snaps.
Kelce
He
still,
barely
they
gets.
got
Kelsey's in every
Juju, they got
package. Isn't he in every
MVS, They
package?
have one more guy. Who are we thinking of?
They have Hardman.
Hardman,
that's right.
They had Sky
Watson.
Moore.
Sky Moore and Watson.
I think
He was
their
supposed to
defense
be-
is really the only thing, in my opinion, that because since the Patrick Mahomes era, their defense has been the weakest link, and I think I feel like personally any team can always improve on defense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
The first couple of years of the era, their defense was
their
horrible.
defense is okay now, but like I just
Still not what it should be to be a team that's going to contend with the Bills down the stretch. Like I don't feel confident in their defense. I feel more confident in their offense, obviously, but I like the Bills' defense.
like I could see them trading. I could see them making cap space and making a trade for like probably not actually because he's in the division. I was gonna say Bradley Chubb because he's on the trade block right now.
Yeah, but they don't. They have Frank Clark and they have
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones. That's what I'm saying. They need more linebacker.
Chris Jones, a
They need
dog.
linebacker DB help.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at this list right now that includes a lot of. It's basically the top 20.
On the bubble
Like,
or on the trade.
basically on the trade block.
Free
and
agents, yeah.
Number one is Roquan Smith, who would be an absolute dog for them. But that's
Bro,
the problem.
the
They
Chiefs
don't have
got
the cap
Roquan.
space. That's
Yeah,
the
no.
problem. They don't have the cap space. Like there's a lot of guys on here like Sidney Jones from Seattle. Like that would be a great pickup for them in the safety position. Like there are a lot of guys that could. But Kansas City to me is a team that I'm like I don't think they really need anything right now. Personally.
Nah, they got Mahomes.
Like the Bills,
And they got Reed,
the Bills, in my
Andy
opinion,
Reid's-
have been showing more like they've had a lot of injuries,
More weaknesses.
Yeah.
more weakness, and they've had a lot of injuries this year. Where like, in my opinion, if I was, if bless you, if I was like the Bills, like definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to trade for like a safety or a corner, considering that all four of their White still hasn't played. He's not healthy enough. Like,
Who are the Bills?
yeah,
Jordan Poyer's a dog, though.
Jordan Poyer is a dog.
But
for sure.
they've all been hurt in the secondary too.
Yeah, Jordan Poyer's been healthy this year, though, right?
even like
They
the
got hurt for 1 or 2 games.
even like the Eagles are like
He's a
they're
little bit
set
older than them,
everywhere.
too.
Like all the contenders
So
are
is Hyde, but he had a
Yeah.
pick in every game.
all the contenders are really set. Like right now, I feel like I'm looking at more teams like.
Facts, and that's what I was trying to ask you guys is those two are the solidified contenders in AFC that we like the most. Like, I think that Eagles are obviously the number one contender in the NFC, but they just added Quinn. They're making strides to be able to put someone. And there is rumors. If you guys hear this after you listen, there is rumors right now that Eagles are pursuing Alvin Kamara after not getting Christian McCaffrey. So keep an eye on that.
Oh, I forgot about
Kamara's
that.
going to be in jail all next year.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll just pay that guy money.
Maybe
We'll
it was
see.
a criminal conviction. They beat the dog shit out of
They
that
did
guy.
beat the shit
Yeah.
out of that guy. That's
He
so
like-
fucked up.
So funny.
Yeah, but he'll probably end up getting. But if he doesn't, if he gets, convicted on a criminal level, he could.
Yeah, that trade that definitely takes his value down. That they could
Yeah.
try and flip him for more. Like they want to get him out more, but I don't know. If the Eagles got Kamara, they would definitely be a completely different team. I'd be like, okay, they're scary as fuck, and they're gonna run it. But I don't know. The Chiefs and Bills are just so evenly matched right now. That was my anticipation. Like one of them is gonna try and go out and get a guy that puts them over the other. Because in the AFC, they have to beat each other right now.
Like I'm looking at this. Shout out the Score Mobile. I'm looking at their article and like they have projected picks like Roquan Smith going to either the Ravens or Chargers. That would be nasty. Claypool going to either New York or the Giants. Brian Burns, Rams or Chiefs. Like it's exactly like the Chiefs to me. I could see them making a big time trade where they dump some salary and they pick up a defensive player that's like gonna be like a dog.
They
like,
could, yeah,
like
100%.
there's just I don't know. The trade deadline to me has been like not as exciting this year just because I feel like we know the identity of a lot of teams. Like the teams like the Packers, not the Bucks as much. Like
It's gonna get popping down.
Packers
the
are a
stretch.
team that
Yeah.
the Packers are the team to me that's like you guys need to do something right now. Like you guys need to go out. There's a lot of young wide receivers that are wanting to get traded and that they could trade for. And I'm sitting here still like why haven't they? Jerry Judy's been talking about getting traded. Why not? Go
Packers
get him.
might grab him.
Go get him. Go
Yeah.
get him for Rodgers. Like Judy to me isn't that good.
Well, Claypool.
I'm very iffy on Claypool right now. I don't.
What do
mind.
the Steelers need? They need everything.
We
huh?
don't need shit. We're tanking. We're
Yeah.
we're
They
tanking
need
at this
pick.
point.
They want picks.
Yeah.
Like
But you guys got Claypool in the second round?
yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, get it.
We at most we'd get a
You get
second round pick for him. Maybe
at most.
maybe,
I'm thinking
at
third
most.
or fourth.
Yeah. Well,
Just because he's proved to be a big fat dumbass.
somebody.
Yeah, they do
in-
compensatory picks now too. So if you
Yeah.
guys hang on to him and
Somebody in
doesn't
the,
pan out, you could get compensated for his pick.
somebody in the Steelers organization came out last week and said that they are confident that they've talked to some people that they could get a second round pick out of Claypool, but
He was the last pick in the second round.
I don't
What
think.
was he?
I don't think
50th,
no, he was-
49th, or was he
like,
early?
he was like
56th?
the 53rd pick.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also think that was them just talking out of their ass to maybe boost his.
Boost his shit, yeah.
Yeah, they do that shit all
Because
the
my whole
time.
thing with Clay, my
His
whole thing
agent
with-
probably hit someone up and was like, "Yo,
We could get a second
leak
for
this
it.
now."
my whole thing with Claypool is if we keep him, cool, because he does have a massive boomer bust potential. Like he could be really good 2-3 years from now. But
Pickens
also,
is gonna be better.
He's already showed. Oh, Pickens is going to be the guy.
Yeah,
for
I
a
think
long
he
time.
showed
And he's
that
a
he
rookie.
can't be a third,
Here's
and
what I
that's what
will
he is
say.
right
And
now.
you don't need to.
The
Why
big-
you got Pickens and Deontay? Those
The
are
biggest
dogs.
mistake. The biggest mistake the
Already
Steelers
paid
have
Deontay,
made.
too.
Yeah,
Biggest
already
mistake
paid
the
Deontay.
Steelers have made was picking Deontay and Claypool over Juju, without a doubt. We should have kept Juju. We should have re-signed Juju. Juju wanted to stay in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
He loved Pittsburgh. He wanted to stay there.
Him
I
being
think
the
he's a
number
dog.
2 with Pickens would have
The
been
biggest
nasty.
mistake
Yeah.
was, I think it was more because they were picking between giving money to Deontay or giving money to Juju. And me personally, I feel like they maybe just thought it was time to disconnect with Juju because they had gone back and forth already the year before. But our biggest,
I think Deontay's a better route runner than Juju.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
he
His
can't-
hands are horrible.
Yeah, his hands are
yeah,
dog
Juju
shit.
can at least
Yeah.
catch everything that comes his way. He has a fumbling problem, but
Deontay's a little
catching on Madden,
faster.
76.
He's a little faster than Juju.
Deontay
a better
is,
route
yeah,
runner.
Deontay is
He
more
just can't
athletic
catch
for, sure,
for
but
shit.
now that we have Pickens, like imagine Pickens,
Pickens is a dog.
big athletic go ball guy, and then
He
we have
could be the
Juju
best
in the
receiver
slot.
in the
Like,
league type shit, I think.
Yeah, he's nice.
yeah, there's. We gonna say something, Spence?
No.
No.
Yeah, because we don't give a fuck about the Steelers, right? Let's move some. Let's
What
move
about
on.
the Cowboys?
Yeah,
mean,
let's
I
get
don't-
our picks, huh?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
let's wrap it up and get the picks.
could
Fuck
do
the
it.
Cowboys.
I got you. So we got Thursday night, Baltimore, Tampa Bay. What do we
Baltimore.
got?
I'm taking Baltimore.
Taking Baltimore as well.
I'm taking Baltimore.
I think Baltimore.
Give me Tampa.
I like it. And then we got Sunday morning, Denver and in
We
Jacksonville.
didn't keep track of the picks.
London,
again,
huh?
damn it.
Is it in London? Yeah, it is in
I
London.
think this is
that's
the
right.
Germany game, no?
No, this is London.
Jacksonville,
Yeah. It's
Who
gotta
was
be
it? Jacksonville who?
Denver.
Denver.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's
plays
the
like
home
gods.
team.
Yeah, they play like gods in London.
They've been playing pretty good too. Decent. What are
Alright.
they? 3-4.
Then we got Carolina against the Falcons. So the Panthers.
I'm picking Falcons.
Falcons at home.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta.
Yep, give me Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah, I
Falcons.
see it. I got it pulled up too.
Chicago in Dallas.
Chicago. I'm just kidding. Dallas.
Bitch, Cowboys.
I'll go
Dallas.
Cowboys.
Stop. Yeah.
Dallas is favored 9.5.
Stop
right now.
playing with me. They just played on Monday night too. Short week.
Short
No,
king?
I
What's up?
I probably got to stick with
Oh, you
Dallas.
said short week.
But
Short
the
week,
thing
short
is,
king.
Every time I make a pick with Chicago, they do the opposite.
Facts. That's
Chicago
that's how the
is-
team is. But
I
I
don't
just
know.
They're
What
coming
do you-
out
where
hot.
do you go with
9.5
this?
underdogs.
Chicago's coming out hot.
Dallas is favored by 9.5.
I would
Yeah.
maybe.
Bet
I
the
mean,
under. Anytime
think
it's
I take
9.5, they
yeah,
say bet the under.
Bet the
huh?
under.
Dak's back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but he
I think
didn't-
Second
Yeah,
game
they
back.
did not look that good.
I don't know
last
if it
week
really
against
matters
Detroit.
much if he's back, right?
They didn't look that good against
I mean, the
Detroit.
offense, it's not a high-powered offense. The defense is so good that if the defense
I don't
keeps you in
want
the
it to be
game, the
high-powered.
offense just does what it does, you know?
They think it's a high-powered offense when Dak is there, and
that-
it's not. They just need to continue to run the ball like
Mm-hmm.
they did with Cooper Rush and play Dak like he's Cooper Rush.
They balanced it out pretty well last week.
Yeah, it wasn't
As long
bad.
as Dak doesn't make mistakes, it'll be fine. The
Exactly.
defense is good.
We all
enough.
got Dallas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, Zeke had 2 touchdowns last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's out.
They only
this
had, like,
week.
60
He's
yards,
out this
right?
week.
Oh, I'm picking Bears.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I
You guys
like
aren't
it.
going to run the ball that much.
I
with
like
the
Cowboys
ball.
defense
I
is
like
too
that,
insane.
All
Cowboys
right,
defense.
we
is
got
too
Miami in Detroit.
Miami.
Miami for sure.
insane. Tua back.
Miami for sure.
Yeah, give me Miami.
I'm gonna go
Miami.
crazy. I'm gonna go Detroit.
Detroit.
Where's it at?
It's at Detroit.
Anytime I think Detroit's going to win, they just get
I'm trying to find the
destroyed.
odds for that game.
I took Detroit against the
let me
Patriots,
see.
destroyed.
Yeah.
They didn't even score.
I knew that they would not do shit against.
Oh, right here.
Li-
Miami's favored at 3.5.
yeah.
What do you got? Minnesota, Arizona?
Is that
Oh,
the
you
next
asked
game?
me?
Yeah.
I'm going Minnesota.
Minnesota as
I'm
well.
going
At Minnesota.
I'm going Minnesota.
Sweep on Minnesota.
Not
Yeah,
even as a
let's do
like
it.
not even to hate against Cardinals because I don't want fucking Al to be like, oh, of course we're picking Minnesota.
Shout out Al Bush,
No,
biggest
it's-
troll I
there's
know.
Too many factors are playing in the morning. You got Modern Warfare 2 coming out.
I think Minnesota
It's-
even with Cardinals with D Hop. I think Minnesota.
How do you guys play off of a bye?
Oh, I think it's good for us right now because
Yeah.
all of our games have been really close. Yeah, we don't really have any big
Curious
injuries.
what the odds are for that game,
which is
actually.
good.
Healthy?
Minnesota's favored by 3.5.
I don't know. He said they don't have any big injuries. Makes me think they could come out slow. Cardinals could get their first hot start.
They're
of the
coming
year.
out hot. It'll probably be the same thing it was last year, but we win instead of missing the kick.
But they're very bad first quarter, first half team.
Yeah, and we're really good in the first half. We have been this year.
So if you guys get up on them, it could be.
We've been wishy-washy. Some half not good, but I think it'll be the same
If I was
as
a
last
betting,
year. We just win in the second,
I think
in
that's
the,
right.
in the
Oh my
last minute.
God.
if I was a betting man, I would stay away from that
It's
game. I
Yeah,
don't like it
it's
at
tough.
all.
It's
But
toss-up.
I'm taking Vikings because I want them
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
I just looked
Viking
at the odds
sweep?
for the Steelers game. It's
Yeah,
so bad.
Vikings sweep.
All right. We got the Raiders in New Orleans.
I'm picking Raiders.
Raiders.
What are the odds for that?
Let's take a look.
I think the Raiders need to start winning, and with this Jacobs shit, they got to just keep riding them.
Raiders -1.5.
Yeah,
I'll go Saints. I'll go
picking
Saints.
Raiders still.
I'll go Saints, dude.
I think Jacobs is gonna run all over that.
I'm
game.
gonna go Raiders.
I don't
I'm
hate
going
the
Raiders.
Saints.
Yeah,
either. That's
just-
the thing I
That's
don't
a
hate.
toss-up, but
It
I'll
is
go
it is
Saints.
a toss-up. I agree.
Big
Here's-
All
toss
the
up.
Saints losses, I feel like they've looked good.
Here's
so.
a pretty big
They
one.
have. They
For
don't
the
have
Jets.
really any bad
They got
losses.
No.
Jets are taking on the Patriots at home.
Jets. Jets.
I think Jets.
Mac Jones got announced the starter today
I
for
think
sure. The Jets.
they are seriously serious about winning.
They got announced. He got announced the starter.
Yeah, today.
Damn,
I'ma
Jets are
go-
Shout out John
+1.5.
Berg. Seriously serious.
They got Patriots
They're favored. When
Yeah,
was the last
Patriots
time
are
the Jets were
favored.
favored over
Oh,
Bill
Patriots.
Belichick?
Fuck.
I'll take Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots as well for me.
So
Belichick.
what?
Yeah.
2-2.
Not gonna lose to the Jets.
Nah.
Yeah, Mac Jones start week 8 versus
We
the
all
Jets.
we all know this one. We got Pittsburgh in Philly.
Pittsburgh.
EAGLES. 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 Eagles.
What's
Fuck
the
you.
spread on Pittsburgh?
Eagles are favored. at
Remember when you were doing that against when I was playing the Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember.
It's
It's gonna.
because you're the most annoying fucking Cowboys fan
No,
I know.
okay. You know that's not even fucking true, you bitch.
TJ
No,
Watt back?
It's not. No, he won't.
No,
be back
of
for
course
3 weeks.
not. He's-
I only chanted that because you're in my. I can't enjoy a Steelers game without you fucking
No.
giving me some sort. I can't. Yeah,
I'm wearing my Mike Vick jersey this week.
you don't even fucking know. Oh, apparently this guy owns a Mike Vick jersey, but he doesn't own a single Cowboys.
Mike
jersey.
Vick Eagles jersey. I got one.
So
It's in
everyone
storage.
in here's got Philly, right?
No,
you know it.
hold
You
on,
know
hold
it.
on, hold on.
I'm legitly picking
Whoa!
Pittsburgh.
In Philly?
Really?
I'm only
Hold
saying this
on.
because Philly has to lose a game at some
They have
point,
to.
and Steelers are
There's no way they
somewhat-
beat Brady and the Eagles.
If the Steelers can score, they can win the game.
Well, we
The
can't do
Eagles
that.
haven't
They
looked.
can't.
If we shut down their offense, we'll win the
You,
game.
you'll do fine on
Win the
defense.
game, I
I feel
think.
like
We'll
the
win the
Eagles
game.
haven't looked that great in the
If we
second
sh-
half this
no,
year.
No, that's what I'm
and
saying.
They haven't.
The,
you know?
the Eagles haven't.
Eagles defense is good too, and their offense
It is. But that's why I'm saying if the offense can score, you got to toss up there.
It really all
Yeah.
depends because I'm not
Their
trying to
offense
be.
sucks.
I'm not trying to be biased. The Eagles' offense has.
They
kind
slow
of
down in the second half.
They have slowed down a bit in the second half for sure, and that's why I have somewhat confidence because if we can if the Steelers can somehow score 20 points in this game,
It's a close game.
it'll be a close game for sure.
Yeah, they haven't. The Eagles haven't even scored over like 24 points since
It'll
week
for
1,
sure
I think,
It'll
right?
for sure be a close game.
Yeah.
Spence?
Eagles barely beat the Cardinals.
Oh, I got the Eagles for sure.
Yeah, we're all riding Eagles.
No, I was asking for the next game.
I'll run
Oh.
Oh, my
Steelers.
fault.
All right,
Next
let's go.
game, Tennessee at
Steelers.
Houston.
We gotta start tallying these. Damn it.
No, I got you. I'll go
And then
back.
do
and
our
it.
wins and
All
losses.
right, we got Tennessee and Houston.
Tennessee.
Tennessee for sure.
It's a division game though. Have they
Houston's-
played already?
Houston's
This year?
decent.
I think they played already
I
this year.
don't know. Let me check.
I'll take Tennessee.
I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Derrick
as well.
Henry's
I
Tennessee.
love
dog.
Lovie Smith, but that Houston team is just so
they
bad.
They're
have not.
they just don't have it together.
I don't think and I
They
don't-
haven't played this year yet.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessarily like a coaching thing. I think that Houston team is just like they're just not good. They don't
They
have
got
anyone.
ruined.
They don't have
the owner's son became the owner and just
They don't-
ruined their team.
they just
They
don't
give
have
away
anything,
everyone.
though.
No, they don't have anything.
Tell me one
They
person.
got Roy Lopez. Lopez.
Tell
They
me
got
somebody on that team other
Damian
than
Pierce.
Lopez, Burns, or not Burns, Lopez,
Damian
Sims,
Pierce.
Damian Pierce.
and okay.
Brandon
They're
Cook.
starting,
Davis Mills.
They're starting. They're okay. Other than the famous positions, the quarterback and the running back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't
any-
tell you.
Wide receiver.
Stingley, and that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're probably the worst franchise
But
in
that's what I'm
football
saying.
right
Like
now.
you can't.
Yeah.
We could probably. You could probably
just
name. You
no-namers.
could probably
Yeah.
name 6 guys on Tennessee right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Spence, who are you picking?
Oh, I got Tennessee. For
Tennessee.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping Robert Woods pops off.
It's got to be Houston's damn near tanking already.
Yeah, they are. I think
They're the worst franchise in football. They
This
have a
game-
lot of problems.
Dude, this is a shitter game. The next one's a shitter fucking weirdo game.
Yeah, we got Washington
Yep.
in Indy.
Weirdo game.
Ooh,
Carson Wentz revenge game. Give
playing.
me.
He's not playing.
No?
He's not
Taylor
playing.
Heineke, baby.
No. Oh, give me
Even
Heineke.
better. Give me
Heineke.
Heineke.
No.
Washington all
Give me
day.
Colts. Sam Ehlinger's first game.
Yeah, Sam Ehlinger's a dog.
He's gonna go off. He's gonna go crazy.
If Jonathan Taylor needs to eat,
honestly-
man.
Loki, give me Colts.
I'm excited because
Yeah,
I
Colts.
think he might be good. I think
No, he's good.
I
He's
think
already
he
played
might-
before. He's good.
I think he might be. Well, remember when we watched Hard Knocks last year and he was gonna start?
Oh, he's a dog.
And he was so excited, like super pumped. And then they announced Carson was coming, and he was so fucking.
He was
He's
also
nice.
he
He's
was
nice.
also at my Elite 11. He's good.
Doesn't
he
Cardinals
can
Hard
he can
Knocks
throw.
start this week
Soon.
or next week?
Yeah, it's like in season.
I don't know. We're
think
gonna have to
week 8,
we're gonna
right?
have to start reacting to
week.
that,
Oh,
huh?
100%.
Yeah,
no doubt.
We'll get on here.
I'll
And
take
react to
I'll take Washington in that one, coming off a good dub against the Packers.
it. You like
taking
Washington?
Taylor
So,
Heineke.
3-1
I like
Indy?
Taylor Heineke.
Huh?
3-1 Indy.
Yeah, Colts
I'm
at
taking
home.
Indy.
Okay. We got San Francisco going to LA and face the Rams.
It's a good
Give me
game.
Niners.
That's a good game.
That's a tough one.
That's a good game. That's a tough one.
It's in San Francisco.
It's in LA.
Rams had a bye last week, huh?
I'll take
They
Niners.
did.
They did.
The
Yeah,
Rams
they
are
did.
like 1-7 or something against the 49ers in the last 8 games. Like I'm picking.
Oh yeah, Shanahan.
I'll take the Niners.
Give me Rams.
They just beat. Yeah.
C-Mac's probably gonna have a way
Well,
bigger
in the
role.
last, I think the regular
crazy.
season. I think the regular season,
Not
the last.
against that D.
I,
Did we
Donald's
see
gonna
CMC
swallow.
that? this
CMC
week?
played last week. He played.
Oh,
pretty
he
good.
played last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had good run.
Really?
Yeah, he had he had good run.
Yeah, he
Oh,
started out good, but they didn't do anything.
No, like
They-
run in general. Like his first 2 carries was
No,
And
it's
that
just
20
catch-
yards.
It's just the way you said it. You
That
would've said,
screen
"He had
pass.
good
He had
run."
a good run.
You said he had good run.
That screen pass was nice too. He got a little screen.
Yeah,
and
I think he had like
Shit,
30,
dude,
40
that's a
yards
tough
off of
game.
like.
I meant to say he
8 or
got
9
good run.
carries.
That's a tough one to pick, but I honestly think I'm going to go 49ers.
I'm going. Niners
Yeah, I'm
for
going
sure.
Niners too.
I think just because everybody's on Niners after the bye week, give me Rams.
I just if the Rams get out of this slump, then maybe I would start believing them.
They
but
got to get out of it
right
soon.
now-
Still
they
have
haven't-
stars on defense. I think
They
can
haven't
pull it
proven
out.
anything. Yeah, their offense is kind of and I think the 49ers have a pretty good defense.
I think Cooper Kupp eats, and Los Angeles is able to sack Jimmy G, and Jalen Ramsey has a good game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
Give me Rams.
All right,
Toss up.
all right. We got Giants in Seattle.
Yeah, that's the
I think
shitter.
we all know, right? It's Giants.
I'll go Seattle.
No.
I don't know.
I'll
That
rock
game's
with Gino.
crazy.
I don't think I can pick a winner for
That
that.
I'll
game's
rock with
crazy.
Gino.
I don't think I can pick a winner.
You're
for
rolling
this game.
Frappuccino?
Yeah, I'll roll with Gino Frappuccino.
I think I'm gonna pick. Honestly, it all comes
tough,
down.
though.
I think.
So tough.
Because no DK anymore. Yeah,
Right.
I
I
might
think
switch that.
I think it comes down to which running back has a better game.
Saquon's gonna.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's definitely Saquon.
No, you know what?
Kenneth Walker's a dog.
Fuck them.
Seahawks.
Fuck the Giants.
Yeah,
give
I
me
was about to
Seattle.
say, you
give me
will.
Seattle.
I'm going 12th man, huh?
Yeah, give me the 12th man. They're at home. Kenneth is gonna have a big game, and I think it's gonna be close.
no, you guys heard it. He was about to pick the Giants.
No, I was
You
thinking about it.
No, you all heard it.
But you know what? They gone too fucking lucky too many times. Give me the fucking
I'm
Seahawks.
picking New York.
Gino
I'm
Frappo.
picking the Giants.
I'll rock with Gino Frappuccino still.
I think it'll be a close
shit.
game, but
All right.
I think it'll be a close game. But I
A
think
little
I'm
50-50
picking
split.
the
I
Giants.
like it. All right. This is kind of a big one. Green
Yeah.
Bay and Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Green Bay. Give it to me. Feed me.
What are the
Green Bay's
odds?
got to get going.
Please
Give
tell
me
me.
it.
This one's important.
Please tell me what the odds are for that game.
Yeah, I got you.
It's got to be plus like 5 and a
Gotta be
half.
plus
it-
7.
Bills
I'm
have to
thinking.
be heavy
It's
favorites.
gotta be.
and a half?
It's gotta be.
Minus 11.5.
Oh my god. Okay, give me the points with Green
Yeah,
Bay.
give me the point spread on the Packers.
Points with
Oh, no, they
Packers.
lost. No, they were close
They
last
played
week, right?
good in primetime.
Bro,
They
that's
lost to the
almost as
Jets
bad
by
as when the
17
Steelers
though, huh?
played them. Steelers were like plus 13, I think.
Well, because you guys can't score. Oh, it was worse? Yeah. It's
Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are plus 11.5.
Yeah, I might take the
Oh, against
Packers
the Bills?
spread.
Or what are you
That's
talking
what
about?
I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We were almost as bad.
Packers spread. Decent.
Yeah, Packers spread. I would definitely
I'll
take.
take the
but
Bills.
I don't
Bills
think
money
it'll-
line. Bills
I
money
don't
line.
think
Bills for
it'll.
sure, yeah.
I still think it's going to be an actual game. I don't think that. I think that spread is kind
I
of.
think the Packers could shock the world
I
though.
think that's. Oh well, yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers could
Yeah,
beat anybody
they
for sure.
definitely
But I'm
can,
picking
Yeah.
the Bills.
I don't think they will.
I'm taking
Yeah?
the
You
Bills.
got Bills?
I got
I'll
Bills.
take the Bills
I got
too.
Bills
Yeah.
for sure.
Bills money line. Packers spread.
All right.
Just so I don't feel like a complete bitch.
And then Monday night, Pretty good game. We got
My upset of the week pick though would be the Packers over the Bills.
That's a good. That's a good
not even
upset
an
pick.
upset.
I know it's Rodgers.
I know,
saying,
but
bro.
oh, well, you can't say that after an 11.5 point spread.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
The
right.
biggest
you're right.
upset would be
You're
the
right.
Steelers
You're right.
beating
You're right.
the Eagles. Would be the
No,
biggest
Oh
upset.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
the week for sure,
And,
but
and
I
that
get-
also is likely.
Of the week
You
would
are
be.
correct.
Not
You
likely,
are
but-
correct. That is it's just funny that you're.
Yeah, I know.
We're sitting here saying upset of the week, and
Rodgers.
Rodgers is the quarterback. It's
Facts.
like
Facts.
That's the point they're at.
I never thought that sentence would
Yeah.
like be a thing.
I think the upset's Detroit over Miami.
I like that too.
Personally. But,
You know why? Because Detroit's got a lot of grit.
no, Monday
Every
night-
time I say
Monday
that, though, they
night-
get destroyed. Thought they were gonna smack the Patriots. They didn't score once.
the Lions are still that team that's like.
It's because of Hard Knocks.
You're like,
they got
no,
everyone.
literally,
so
Hard
hard.
Knocks. It's like you want them to win
Yeah.
every single game.
But they're just the Lions
And
at the end of the day.
There's,
So
no
attached.
there's no in between with them. They're either in every single game and they lose, or they get the shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
Like there's
Facts.
no in
They're
between.
just the Lions at the end of the day.
Which it breaks my heart because I want Dan Campbell to be the head coach for
Yeah.
as long as possible. Bro, I love him so much.
So
Come on, man.
Monday night we got Bengals
on, man.
in Cleveland.
Bengals in Cleveland. Come on, man.
Bengals, man.
I like Bengals
I think
too.
I'm gonna go Bengals, man. We got a lot of grit.
Bengals are hot as shit right now. They're
They're
gonna get
hot.
hotter.
Yeah, Bengals for sure. But
I don't know about Jacoby.
they're
Jacoby's nice,
only
but
a -3 favorite.
Is it in Cincinnati?
No, it's in Cleveland.
because
That's why.
Always
It's not
close.
that far though.
That's why.
They're always close for the Browns and the Bengals.
I'm picking Cincinnati.
Oh, Chiefs and Chargers both have buys. Chargers couldn't have a better week to have a bye, and that's good. We get the TV this week because
I'll take the Bengals.
we both
as
play
well.
in the
Wait,
morning.
10?
Yeah, we both play in the morning and no Chargers,
Yeah,
so
but
it's
that's
just
the
both
thing.
of us.
My game has the potential to be over by halftime. So, like, we could have one TV
So does
switched.
mine.
We could have one TV switched over to Red Zone at that point.
It's okay.
Nah, fuck it. We're fucking upset of the fucking week, baby.
Upset of the week.
Upset of the week right here.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
You already fucking know what it is. Let's see it, baby. Look at that.
Don't count them out.
Beautiful.
Hey,
We like that.
All right.
well, we got all the matchups.
Go to the matchups. You know, Sam, thanks for coming on. This was a great episode. I had a lot
course.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. That was a good episode.
Spencer, shout out, of course, bringing the PC. You know what? I'm gonna show the people. Look at the setup. This guy. Look at the oh yeah, we can't let you guys see. This beautiful setup this man brought over for us. We had some tech difficulties. This man brought the whole PC over.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Shout out.
Thank
Shout
you,
out, Spence.
Spence.
Yeah, let's get a round of applause for that. We had some
the guys.
we had some tech difficulties.
Hey, let's go.
We had some tech difficulties last week, and this man the past 2 weeks has brought his whole PC over
Shout out.
just so the boys could get the pot out. Shout out Spence.
Shout
Hey,
out Spence.
when we get sponsored someday,
He'll get the money.
you'll yeah
You will get the $5 and the free bubble gum
Yeah.
they give us.
yeah. Dave's Hot Chicken.
Hey, Dave's Hot Chicken.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's free advertising. Free advertising.
Come on, hit us up, please.
Whoa, whoa.
But
Whoa,
thank you
whoa,
guys
whoa.
for watching. Follow us at _
Thank you, Sam,
Sideline
for
Banter.
sure.
Thank you, Sam, for
Yes,
coming
sir.
on. Follow us at _ Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. Sideline Banter on YouTube. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Turn on the noties.
Noties.
Get notified
On
when we
those
drop a
fucking
new episode every
Noties.
Thursday.
Send Cooper hate fucking messages for sure. Get in his DMs for real. Tell him you are not fucking with what he's doing for real. Just get on
I
his
just
head.
get a bunch of fucking hate mail this week.
Yeah.
Just random people like, what the fuck?
Say Weston sent you.
But yeah, thanks guys for watching. We appreciate you guys as always, and enjoy a great weekend of football.
Let's get it. No
get it.
Chargers this week.
Yeah, we'll see you week 9.
We'll see you week 9.